Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We got so many things to talk about. We got so many chickens to toast, and we got to make sure we got to take down my live feed on Facebook. Hey, y'all, what's up? This is the Right Way Podcast, or I'm going to call it the So Excited Podcast because I keep going back and forth. But we got to talk about this huge week Nintendo did. Nintendo just blew it up. But we got our regulars back, and also we got a brand new person on the podcast. We don't know if she's gonna be staying, we don't know if she'll be going, but this girl had the best game room in America. So coming up in a minute, we're gonna talk to her. But first, let's talk to the most ugliest person in the world. He already know he gonna tee himself up. Steve, what's up, man?
This well, I already have you queued up. You said the ugliest person. I had you queued up. You said the ugliest person, so I had you queued up.
That was good. Good. You started. Good joke. You started out.
Yeah. What's going on, man? I'm excited. I'm ready to go. Let's go. Let's get this going.
That's good, man. You know what? That was really good. I'm so happy that was good. Let's see how many jokes you get tonight, because you usually get 2 good jokes, so that's one. That's really good one.
What do I usually get? Like 3? 2 or
no,
3?
You get like 2. I say 3 sometimes on a good night, but you get at least 1 or 2. But this is the first one, so that's good. And we'll talk to the richest man in America, Mr. Neo. Look, he was straight up to you.
What? It is. The boy's back, and I'm not rich. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
Oh my god, that was just so he put it right to you, like, oh my god, that was hilarious. He didn't give you no time.
No,
he didn't give you no time. Oh my god, that was funny.
They got me drinking already.
Yeah. Oh, hey, we've been pre-gaming the show, so that's where the energy's coming from. Pre-game, yeah, that's right. My reseller friend, that's right. The Mr. Reseller Right. I should call myself Reseller Right now.
Quick, trademark it.
Stop. Anyway. And also, too, guys, we invited somebody new on the podcast. I've been talking to her for a long time. We've been going to do a lot of shows. She has the best game room in America. It's her room, not her husband's or boyfriend's. Wink, wink. This is her, Mrs. Gamer Aimer. What's up, Brandy? Look, she like just say, okay, I don't know how to respond. Like, hey.
Well, you said Mr. This is to make up your mind, man.
Shut up.
No, it's inside jokes.
Man.
Inside jokes.
I know. It's the pregame. Sorry, y'all. There's no more Terramana. I actually celebrated this weekend. Got me some Terramana tequila finally after like 2-3 months. I had none, so man,
solid.
I know, right? So what everybody been doing though? Seriously though, it's been a while since the gang been back. I mean, summer months, y'all. Oh, please forgive us, y'all. For this summer months, I mean, I'm not married, but all my co-hosts are married and got kids. Got other spouses. I just got a game room, and and some bills and stuff. But
didn't Akon do a song about that? Was it like lonely? I'm lonely.
Is this an
intervention? I'm lonely.
Is this an intervention? I feel like this is turning into an intervention.
I know, right?
Oh my!
The
comments are flying now.
Don't start.
Comments are flying.
You need to go ahead and throw that chicken to the back of the room, bro. Throw it to the back of the room. Yo, like everything's been good, man. Closed on the house.
Congratulations. That's right, man.
Congrats, man.
Thank you. So your boy Ness has been out of pocket. No videos. I'm sorry. They will be coming soon.
Ness got $150,000 house. No, not $150,000. No, he got like $400,000. No, a $750,000 house. This man is rich.
What? Where are you
getting? I don't know where we went with those math. That math
$750,000. Hey,
I don't know where you're getting these numbers from. I don't know.
This man got a mansion, y'all. He got like 8 game rooms. This dude, and he about to get Metal Slug next week. I'm telling you, y'all. This dude got 3 game rooms, y'all. I got 1.
I don't have
got like 4.
You have a whole house as your game room. What are you talking about?
Because I'm not married.
Well, Can I have someone else's room? I'll send some stuff to put and store somewhere.
Yeah, in the chat's going in right now. So yes, I am starting a new business, Ness Financial, for all of your financial needs, for all things for your video game collections.
Especially with that GameStop, boy.
My CEO Tiberius will be getting that, so don't worry about that. You will be in good hands with Ness Financial.
Is that from all your royalties from Goodwill and GameStop?
Mainly from GameStop. Mainly from
He's GameStop. I'm Goodwill. He's GameStop.
Yeah, GameStop has done me very well in the stock market the last.
Oh my gosh, dude!
So
I need to jump on that GameStop stock, man. The way you and Alex was doing, I like. God,
me and the good doctor were we're in a. I added him to a group of buddies of mine that we all talk about stocks and trading and all that stuff. So no video games, but me and Alex on the side, we're talking about like, okay, what are we gonna do with the money? Well, I'm gonna go get this game. I'm gonna go get this game. So,
but that's a smart way though. Seriously, like using like it's like I do like trying to trades and stuff, right? You use a small amount of money investing that you made for other stuff, your play money, and you put it into the stocks, and then once it grows, you just take away from it and buy the expensive games. I mean, you're not losing anything. That's so smart.
You're playing like with
reselling gamers do.
Huh?
That sounds like what reselling gamers do.
See, you said no shots, and here you go.
I know it's not a shot. No,
here you go.
This way, though. You don't have to let go of the collection. You don't have to let go of the collection because you're making the money.
People get on resellers about that, but the reality is you're investing in like a future collection, or you're investing in something like that.
Exactly.
I need to learn how to do that. I'm just scared. I'm scared of that. Like seriously, like I look at it as, I can say, me personally, I look at it as gambling, and I'm scared to do that. It's like losing money at the strip club. I can't do that.
Oh, that is not a good analogy, sir. Yeah, you can't compare investing to the strip club. I'm like,
you ain't getting nothing back in the strip club or gambling, so I guess it's a bad analogy.
Yeah, Rob, I didn't get the memo. Everybody came on here with the red shirts. I was like, I gotta rock the Samurai Spirits, the Samurai Showdown.
Oh, where you get that shirt from?
Steve graciously gave me on his trip from Japan. He brought me back a care package of games.
Don't say that.
Yeah, all
pay for it. You paid for it.
I've Venmo'd you a lot of money.
You did. I was like, hey, speaking of all the Japanese videos, y'all are coming out over the next couple weeks, so make sure y'all support them and look at those. It's gonna be some different videos. Some videos that might not be for everybody, but please check them out and give them a chance. But the last video that I put up, I actually got those shirts from him for him there, and got me some too. And our good boy Philip, he met me there, and we was at Evo. But man, when I tell you, when I came home, I had each bag was like 80 to 100 pounds. One bag was like 85 and the other was like 95 pounds. And they looked at me and I say, and then they're like, I got my medical. I did have one of my prosthetics, so I got to take one with it. So they like, okay, whatever. Just there you go. Yeah, because I was like, yeah, you still got your bag.
My bag from Japan that Steve had everything. It was packed all the way to the brim.
Man. Oh, hey, like I said, man, next year you got you coming next year, right?
I'm gonna try.
Okay. I mean, we're gonna try to do man. That's the
if he gets his wife to pull. If he gets his wife to pull, he's golden.
Oh, look,
just saying.
Yeah, probably she'll get the pull. She'll get
you better she get the pull. Also, you been getting shoot.
Yeah,
that'd be the least. You better if you don't get
she'll get the pull.
And she don't get the pool, she don't get like all your game rooms.
Yeah.
Look at it. She's probably looking at you.
No, she's at the pool right now.
Oh.
The community pool.
Oh, community pool. Okay. No, seriously, man. All joking aside, how does it feel, man, to like you close on a new house, you got something else? Like, if you want to talk about it, you can. But I mean, how does it feel, man? Like, dude, like when we started this, you was in another house, now you're in an apartment, and you just got another. I mean, how does it feel? No, seriously.
Surreal. It's a blessing because there was a time where I would have never had those conversations to pools and houses and all that stuff, game collections, all that stuff. So super blessed. Happy to be what we classify as our forever home. We don't plan on moving anymore. I hate moving, so this is We wanted to make sure that we got something that we could live with, be happy with for many, many, many years. Like our daughter, I mean, she's a teenager now, so we'll be empty nesters in a couple of years, but
sure,
I don't think she'll be too far away. You know, she'll be around, but you know, we have, and Steve's been a part of it. He's been to some of the house gatherings. We have a lot of friends that like to come out. I like to grill, barbecue, all that stuff. So we need the space, and this is going to be a good thing for it. And then for the game collection, I was out of space in the old house, so
you about to be out of space in the new house.
No, I mean, not yet, hopefully, but yeah, the new setup is going to be super dope. I can't wait to.
I'm so proud of you, man. Like seriously, I like bragging on you, man. Like it's like I love to see when people win. It's like so dope. We joke about you being rich and stuff, but not. It's seriously like it's good to joke that you can get like that because it's hard out here, man. Like it's difficult. Yeah. Like everybody out here trying to like make it, trying to like do their own thing. We all here trying to do our stuff and also enjoy like video games and stuff. Cause you know, shit, video games are expensive.
Yeah, everything's expensive.
Hey, expensive, boy. You got what? You got Neo Geo. I got what? Sega Saturn. Brenda got everything. Steve got arcades. Like, I mean, if we told let's think about our childhood selves. Like, we all kind of in the same age bracket, but like back in the day, we didn't have no iPhones or no like. I mean, I barely had the Tiger Electronic when my cousin had like the Game Boy, and I thought that was as good as it's going to get, you know. Now we got like ROG Allies, and we got like Nintendos on every system on your phones. It's just like so blessed that we got it. And people in the chat, they got the same stuff. It's like, and that's why I said I don't really like argue over stuff. No, I'm too old to argue over video games. I'm like, man, you know what? I'm just blessed. I'm happy. I'm just here to enjoy this, go to conventions with my friends, you know, play. Look at this. I got 2 TVs, well, 3. We got everybody at least got like 2 TVs. Or like, look at this, a hard ass TV like this, and then another one, and then it's crazy how like lucky and blessed that all of us are. And then some people just choose to like to be just mad about games. Like, really? You know, but I know something that we're not mad at is Nintendo. They showed out this week, y'all. All right. So I know Steve said he didn't see it. Steve, did you see? And we're gonna show you some videos from everything. But
I saw it. They came out swinging, my friend.
What did y'all think before we look at everything? What did y'all think about when we looking at it? If y'all watching the live, we're going on some of the Nintendo Direct, and the first game they showed was a new Super Mario Brothers game, but Mario and Luigi Brothership. I think that's what we call it, Brothership, right?
Yep,
Brothership. Yeah, Brothership. So this is the first new Mario and Luigi game in so many years. But before we get into all the games, what did y'all overall think? And Brandy, tell me what did you overall think about the show?
I think that there were a lot of good things. It's like even some of like the smaller ones that people will get to them, and I'll let you know then. But there are some that I just didn't expect, and there's so many that I'm looking forward to playing because the Switch is what I play a lot. Like whenever I do get a chance to play games, just because it's so easy and so versatile, and you could just pick it up at any point. So that's one thing I was definitely looking forward to.
Okay, Ness. Yeah. Did you watch it? Did you get the chance to watch it?
Yeah, I did. Okay. I mean, there's one that shouted out to me. You know.
Oh yeah, I read. Is it Marvel?
Only one?
Yeah. I mean,
there should be 2, right?
A minimum of 2.
There's okay, yeah. Well, actually, okay, I take this back.
It's a lot more, but I know what Ness is talking about because we both are fighting game fans. Yeah. And when they dropped, we'll talk about it later. But when it dropped, my god! Like
this looks good though. Brothership looks good. I will say that it's probably the first time where I'm like, you know what, this actually looks like a really fun game, something I would actually play, and it looks fantastic. Looks like it has a lot of replayability on it. Mm-hmm. I would probably say Nintendo and Xbox, surprisingly enough,
I know, right? PlayStation dropped the ball.
Really good this year. Really good. I was like, wow, 2 back-to-back just showings of awesome games, good lineups. Nintendo, I would say, I mean, they took the cake this year, though. I mean, that lineup's insane. It's crazy.
What they got to announce was so freaking amazing. Steve, before we talk about that, what do you think, brother? You just watching, you know, you've been busy this week, you know, you've been a little under the weather, you've been a little ugly this week, so you know, you've been more ugly than usual. So
that's one thing I will say. I was in the chest and everything, but
yeah, ugly, man. Like, look at you.
We were watching it when you had called. You know, we're getting ready for the show tonight and everything. Because I finally, like, I saw the tweets and everything, but I didn't actually watch it. And then I sat down tonight and watched it. And I think something that's unique that nobody's talking about is that some of the exclusives for the PlayStation. Notice it's not Xbox because, well, I'll get to that later. But the PlayStation, you have the Horizon Lego, which looks awesome, by the way. Okay, and then on top of that, I know that's in, I think it's closer toward the end, Steve. You have that collab, and Stray was the other one that was,
Stray came. We just passed the Stray.
Like, that came out of left field, and I was sitting there and I'm going, I understand. I picked up some Xbox t-shirts this week. They were on clearance for 69 cents. They
Lego, yeah. We were talking about
a bunch of them, but like, in all seriousness, though, this looks awesome. Like, I was pretty impressed that they wanted to do this with an exclusive title from PlayStation. Does anybody got any insight on this?
Yeah. I mean, like, the Nintendo people was joking saying Nintendo won the console war. It's over. You know, everybody was joking with that, but it's a Lego property, and hey. If you haven't played a Lego game, all those games are pretty darn fun. All of them had good stories. They got good humor. I can't. If you sit and play a Lego game and you don't laugh or don't have fun, I'm like, what's wrong with you? Because it goes beyond. It just something so innocent, so cool, and especially when you're building stuff, you hear the stuff. It just pretty cool. But then the property Horizon, which is a PlayStation thing, it's like, wow, you know, that was weird. Then Stray, I thought Stray was a PlayStation exclusive. I guess not. It just showed you the power of the Switch. And the one thing I got out of this whole direct, right, is we are not dead just yet. You know, the Nintendo Switch, usually when you see consoles, the end of the lifestyle, we are used to, like, all right, not many good games coming out, you know, Just Dance 2027, whatever, you know. But these games are like, all the games they announced is like, I'm gonna buy every single one of them. Yeah. Well, not I could. Even Lego and Stray. I got Stray still, but I'm like, just on the Switch, they're like, wow, you know, it's amazing. I couldn't believe it. I mean, Nintendo, I was gonna like just. I went in with low expectation. I guess that's why it blew me away. Because I was like, I woke up, I watched this whole thing on my phone in bed. I was like, it ain't gonna be nothing. Nintendo gonna do something.
I didn't expect there to be too many like big pop off, you know, things going on. Like, I thought it was just gonna kind of be like those, you know, like filler shovelware type of, you know, stuff, since it is at the end. I didn't expect there to be like, we'll see some of the ones, but I just didn't expect all the stuff to happen.
But is it the end?
I mean, but
that's what everyone says.
I knew it was popping off because I was working.
The chat blew up.
The chat blew up. I had 5 other groups messaging me, bro, are you watching Direct? I'm like, no, I'm not watching Direct right now. I can't watch it. I'm working. It's like, oh my God. They're freeing it. They're finally freeing it. Oh, this is just dropped. I'm like, oh my God, of all the directs, of all the times I would possibly miss it, it would be the day that I'm.
Let's go right to it, Steve. Put it back up there, man. Let's go to it, because y'all, what me and Steve been talking about right here. Let me get to it. We could not believe that this game right here. Here you go. Look at this right here. All right, let me play it real quick. Let me catch it right here.
I want to take you.
All right, they want to take you for a ride, ladies and gentlemen. It's been over 7-8 years before this right here started. Marvel versus Capcom,
2.
the collection. Yeah, look, this collection right here. All the Marvel versus Capcom games.
Yes.
Oh my god! If you don't, these are the best fighting games on the planet. People have been wanting these games, especially Marvel vs. Capcom 2, a real port of X-Men versus Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter, which I got playing in the background, never released in the United States. I mean, like the real games. Yes, they had it on the PlayStation, but it was like a slim down version. It was good for a versus game, but not a 2v2 game.
Yeah.
When I saw this, I jumped out of bed. I didn't even put my leg on. I was jumping around the room. I was like, "Oh shit! Oh my!" I was like,
"Bro, you were spamming posters on every social media. Like you was on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You was all over the place."
Dude,
and I'm like,
"This is gonna be my game of the year," because X-Men versus Street Fighter is such a good game, right? It's such a good game, and when I saw that, I never thought Capcom and Disney would come back together to like agree on this, right? And we was talking about, I guess, because X-Men '97 did so good. And if you look at the key art or the cover for it, the game has that X-Men '97 feel. And I was like, oh shit, this re-release, Marvel's Capcom 2 is free. And I was like, and then it just blew up. All the fighting game community just went crazy because it came out of nowhere. Nobody knew about it, but Nintendo got to announce it. This is so big that they could announce this at Evo, but they chose a Nintendo Direct to announce it. That's important. I'm go ahead, man.
Let me put my tinfoil hat on real quick, bro, because it's super exciting though. Because you think of it this way, we had this drop, and then Capcom says, "Hey, we're not done. Street Fighter 6. Guess who's coming? Terry Bogard and Mai Shiranui from Fatal Fury. What? What? So now we're doing all the crossovers now? I'm calling it right now. Capcom Collections pops off and does super crazy. There will be a new one. There will be a new updated version. Marvel vs. Capcom 4.
Or Marvel vs. Capcom 2 HD, maybe. I don't know.
HD remix, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm calling Capcom versus SNK 3, bro. I'm calling.
If that gets what if they get announced at Evo? What if it get announced at Evo? What if they saving that for Evo?
If they drop that, it's a freaking wrap.
So what you're saying is everybody that owns the Arcade 1-Up Marvel vs. Capcom 2 are going to look for used switches with USB encoders so they can put this into their system and actually have a well-worth machine. Say,
hey, machine.
I have one over there too. Dude, and play the way the game should be played, right?
They messed that up. But you know what? Hold on. To be fair, Arcade 1-Up did open the door for that game to be released.
They did.
It wasn't a great release. It wasn't the best, but people spent money on it. Literally, people spent $600 or $500 for this machine, and it's sold out.
And they only slammed their hand and their foot in the door as they opened the door.
Yep.
Well, listen, I don't have any love for it because
Arcade 1-Up
in that space. When I was in that space and covering it all, we were lied to from day one with it.
No, I know.
And so I have no sympathy for it. So
no, everybody was lied to it. Even Justin Wong, he knew it was good, but he was getting paid by.
He shielded out big time.
I mean, they paid him. I mean, it ain't a shield. He paid him, and he also too was probably taken for a ride because he was really okay. Just see it like this. This game been locked away since the Dreamcast, right?
Oh yeah.
And then all the stuff. And then if you love the fighting game community, you don't know the backstory, and I don't know the whole backstory, but after Street Fighter Third Strike, a lot of stuff went down at Capcom. That was like almost the end of the Capcom fighting series. Street Fighter 3, Third Strike kind of saved it, but it went dead for like 10 years. 10 years went by before a new Street Fighter came out, and Street Fighter 4 came out, and it revitalized everything.
Yep.
Street Fighter 4 came out and revitalized everything Capcom knew, and this brought in new people. And in the Street Fighter 5 almost killed them, so they had to get a whole bunch of new people.
Yeah.
And then at the end of Street Fighter 5 was finally fixed. It was great. And then Street Fighter 6 came out with a bang. And then all these new things coming out and stuff. So it's been so much turmoil at Capcom, but it started way back in the day with Street Fighter 3, because Street Fighter 3 was such a cluster, you know what, that Third Strike kind of saved it, but it went dormant for 10 years. And in that time, Marvel's Capcom, wait, was it before Marvel's Capcom? Before that? It was something.
They were around at the same time. Like,
it needs to be a documentary on that.
But you guys were all jumping on the pre-orders. Brandy, did you pre-order it all today? Did you pre-order it?
No, I got a little bit behind.
I didn't
didn't
pre-order
pre-order
it either, and I
anything.
was wondering because I wanted to
did.
throw it out to everybody, especially Brandy, because she does do a lot of the collector's editions. Don't you guys think this would have been a great opportunity for Nintendo to do a collector's edition and a
Yeah,
kind of like a throwback, like what you were saying, Steve, like the history behind it?
Oh
Yeah,
I
but they're
think
not gonna do that.
Fans
Though.
would have ate that up.
yeah.
Oh, it would have been
Yeah,
sold out
we all-
instantly.
yeah.
Yeah, I think the only other, and that's outside of Nintendo, the only other collector's edition I'm looking at is Black Myth Wukong. That's the game I'm after right now.
Oh, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be dope.
I
That's
mean-
the one that's based off not Dragon Ball. I mean,
It's,
Legend of Monkey King.
yeah, Monkey King.
Or Journey to the West. I'm sorry, Journey to the West.
Basically, yeah. That's I've been watching that game for like 5 years. I can't wait.
That
That's
game
where-
was so
that's
dope,
like-
don't it? It come out in August.
Uh,
It come out in August.
is it August? Yeah.
But see, that's where I couldn't see doing the pre-order for the game because there's nothing really special about it. Like you're going to be able to go get it off the shelf that day. So
Yeah, I
pre-ordering
understand.
it to me was just kind of like,
Well, there's
Well-
a collector's edition for that
maybe it'll
game.
be. Oh, there is for the MVC. and
Oh,
everything?
no, not MVC. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
I meant the MVC
Yeah,
stuff. And
okay.
everything.
Yeah. No. Not
But,
that.
but Steve, I understand what you're coming from because you're not like a huge fighting game fan,
No, I'm not.
and you're not even an anime fan, so it doesn't hit as well. And I also too, a lot of people I noticed too who do regular Nintendo like stuff, they're not really like fighting game. But if you know the fighting game community and you follow fighting games, this thing is like huge because 3 years ago, a Maximilian dude was trying to start this thing called Free Marvel's Capcom 2. And it went on for so long. That's how we got the Arcade 1-Up thing, because people like, we want this game. And Arcade 1-Up and Disney and Capcom all came together and made it. But from my understanding, they got that it was because it was a toy. That's considered a toy.
Wait, yeah.
And then the games are different.
Don't make
So
fun
it
of
was
my,
like,
The
don't make
license.
fun of my arcades.
yeah, they are toys. Huh? But it is an arcade game, so but yeah, man, it just so good that this game for the last 3 days this thing been trending. You know, when it came out, it was trending number one, and then it kind of trickled off. But people are really excited about this game. You know, it's going to be big. It's going to be huge. And
Go
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say that outside of the fighting game genre, there is another game that I'm looking at. And that's Metroid.
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about that one. Yeah, that was Steve. I mean, we can put that up. You know,
Yeah,
we'll talk about that.
go ahead, you're scrubbing. Get going.
You're
You're scrubbing dubbing.
There it is.
So here we go. I hope he's
There
gonna get kicked off. But no, like we talked about, this Metroid game right here.
Looks
When I first saw this right here, right, I thought this was Star Fox. I said, a new Star Fox game? Because when they rushed in
Hit
really
the play
quick,
button, man. People don't want to sit there and see the.
shut up, you ugly joker.
Man, this is why he don't produce.
You want to take it over? Take it over.
Go ahead, just hit the
Take
play
it over.
button.
Well,
There
no,
you
look.
go.
Look at this. Look. But when it pops on, right? Okay, I looked at it and I said, "This Star like right there." See,
It
look.
looks like Star Fox.
I thought it was Star Fox. When I saw that, I said, "Oh shit, this is Metroid."
Yeah.
Yep.
And then when she popped out, I was like, "Ooh!" And look at this right here, like, oh, that is running on new Switch
let's
hardware.
can we talk about this for a second? How many
Yeah.
of you guys thought that these graphics on this looked a lot sharper
Pause
than
it.
what the OLED put out there?
No, this is new Switch hardware, but this is going to be a generational game like Breath of the Wild but it looks.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, it looks so good.
It
Well,
looks
I have
amazing.
I have a
Look how
theory.
good it looks. Look at that.
Well, let's hit play. Yeah, I was gonna say hit play because it kind of reminded me of playing Halo.
Yeah,
Matt,
that's
what do you
exactly
think?
what it gives me. It gives
It
me
do look like Halo. Yeah.
Dude, no lie. Like I was sitting there and I was going, okay, I'm getting some Halo vibes, and my son was like, yeah. So I have a theory. And
All right.
I presented this to Steve earlier. What if everybody so far has been wrong about a new Switch coming in? Before you shoot me in the comments, just hear me out for a second.
Mm.
I'm not saying not a new Switch,
Yeah.
like a whole new console. What if Nintendo's like, look, we are going to ride this wave, ride or die. We came out with the original Switch. Then we went OLED. What if we do Switch 4K and the saga
Ooh.
continues, and that is the quote unquote new Switch that comes out that maybe takes us another 2 or 3 years before a new system,
Yeah.
if we want to call it, comes out, and the timetables are off.
But they said successor to the Switch though. They already
Well, that
said that.
technically is a successor. It's a 4K model, and it would
Yeah.
upscale all the games.
I mean, but think of it this way: like from a Nintendo perspective, it's not like they're putting out games that are super CGI movie based format, or we're not talking about Gears style looking
Right.
games on the Switch. So theoretically, a 4K could do that.
Yeah.
Now, would we call it a Switch 2 or whatever? I mean, if we're talking about 4K, I would probably call it a Switch 2 at that point, because we've been begging for a 4K Switch for quite a while.
Yeah, but it
Mhm.
looks so damn good though.
It looks pretty solid. I mean,
Yeah,
this,
it does.
this looks really good.
Metro
Yeah.
Prime 4.
I mean, just make it faster, processing speeds, all that good stuff. I mean, just beef it up a little bit, put some
I
4K
agree.
in there, and we're good. We're Gucci.
Well,
I mean, it's not
what
like
do
we're
you
not
think?
gonna buy it. We're
What
gonna
do you
buy it.
think? Do you think
Yeah,
there's
we're
something
gonna buy
to? Do you think there's something to that theory that everybody that's expecting a brand new, when I say brand new piece of hardware, re-innovated, everything new on it, right?
Mhm.
Do you think that this could be a possibility that we're going to get a 4K Switch essentially?
Man, I don't know. I mean, that's a good guess, but all right now is like I'm going like the Marvel vs. Capcom reports. I'm like, I don't know what's coming. I'm not gonna spec. I'm going with low expectations, so I won't be, in the past been burnt. I don't know. Nintendo knows, and it's so good that Nintendo does this. Every direct they said we would not be talking about the next Nintendo Switch. So don't ask. Don't ask us. We're not talking about that shit. We're not. We talk about games for the end of the year. They're not talking about it. But and also another thing they do, they talk about games that's already almost finished.
That
Like look at the new Zelda that came out. We talk about the new. That's another thing we talk about. A new Zelda game that you could play Princess Zelda, not that crappy CDI version mess, not Chic, but a Princess Zelda. Like it's almost that puzzle type of game. I was like, oh my goodness, this. I looked at it, I was like, look at it. It looks really good, and it got that new Zelda. When I saw this, I said, "Are they remaking the first Legend of Zelda?" Like, because I've been thinking like one day they might remake the Legend of Zelda and do this right here, the first one.
be so
It
fire.
reminded me of A Link to the Past, which is one of my favorite Zelda games.
Yeah.
This Link in the Past, this is going to be good.
Link to the Past, and this, my daughter actually wants this game. She was really surprised.
I'm buying this day one too, and then also too at the end when they talk about that new Nintendo Switch Lite, I'm buying that. And you know what's so good? Nintendo knows they're not putting it on pre-order. You're gonna have to be at the store that damn day to get it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm buying two of them.
I think that'll be fun.
So let's say, and Brandy's gone right now.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, I'm telling you right now, I'm predicting, I already told y'all, Nintendo Switch is going to be the number one seller come next year. They're going to pass PlayStation 2. I ain't said next year, maybe let's give them another 2 years. Brandy bag. Where you going, Brandy?
The cat came in. The cat found a way to open the door. I was trying to get it out before it destroyed the whole room.
The cat knew we were talking about Stray, so it was coming in here to say what's going on. That's all my game.
Yeah, it heard us mention it, and it's like,
There it is.
I was a stray once and just bolted in the door.
Oh, here we go.
Cat.
Daryl's talking about, here we go. I guess it's not going to too many games this year.
Yeah, I don't
Daryl,
think I am.
You're not going, Brandy?
Uh-uh. Uh-uh.
We're not talking about it. We'll talk about that later on. But anyway, that game, god dang, that game was good. It was so many good things in this Nintendo Switch Direct. It was like banger, like strange banger after banger after. They didn't let up. It was like they was like choking the chicken and like.
That's what makes me think like when you're going out, and I understand like when the Wii U went out, it was Breath of the Wild, and it was a ho hum. It was like, they dropped.
Steve, put this up real quick, Steve. What video's playing right now? Put this up.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie. That looks the new Just Dance looks fire. I ain't gonna lie. It look.
You're just talking bad things about Just Dance.
Well, wait. You know
no,
what?
I wasn't talking about.
It's all Fruity Pebble colors, so he likes it.
Right there, there's a market for that, though. A lot of people
look at that.
Yes.
Look at that Fruity Pebbles there. That's what he likes. He likes all that Fruity
Bring
Pebbles.
back Dance Dance Revolution, then we can talk.
Oh, I love DDR.
Oh yeah, DDR was great.
But no,
those were my middle school and high school days.
But if you're going to discontinue a system, are you going to bring out banger after banger after banger like this?
No, I don't know. Nintendo's been weird this generation. They've been really weird this generation.
I don't know.
Weird how?
Okay, how they been weird, right? They've been doing stuff like, okay, the Nintendo Directs for one, right? The Nintendo Directs are anytime they put something out, 2 or 3 months later, the game is coming out. They didn't do that before. The Switch is a whole totally different thing. It took off, right? Games that you never expect to see on the Switch. Look at Marvel's Capcom Collection. You never thought you'd see a fighting game collection on the Switch. New Zelda game. Just new IPs and stuff like that. M-rated games. That's true. Nintendo is doing stuff that they usually don't. It's like Nintendo grew up, but they're like, all right, they like, fuck it, here you go, just take it. And it's
the end of the year, but it's the end of the year, right, Ness? They're dropping these games at the end of the year where they should be dropping a system into the holiday season, right?
Right
and
there.
They're bringing a new Switch Lite out. You're not going to bring a Switch Lite out because the public is going to freak if all of a sudden in January they just bought this for little Johnny or little Cindy for Christmas, and they bring out a Switch 2. I don't know, man. Nintendo is more like the Disney company, right? They're not gonna piss people off like that.
No, they don't care about
what are you talking about? Have you seen Star Wars?
Oh, okay. That analogy, you're right. I take that back. I'll take that one back. I'll take that one back. But you know what I'm saying, though? Like that's a PR nightmare for any company. I mean, look at Xbox. When your CEO goes out there and goes, well, we're done. We lost. This is nothing.
That was the most atrocious shit I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, we got one shit from Elliot.
What are you talking about? You've been saying it the whole night. I said it one time. What are you talking
I know. You only say shit when you've been drinking, so.
I told y'all when I started, I've been drinking.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Brandy's like, why did I get involved?
I'm going to go back and play with the cat. I'm out of here.
But Brandy, what you think about it, Brandy? Like, you do play games, but it's a clutch, and we all like to say the same age bracket. Is this un-Nintendo like to you?
Yeah, I think things are a lot different. I think so. Like growing up, I remember things much different, and then kind of like the last couple console generations, I remember things a lot different. Now I feel like there are a lot more wins, and especially seeing this Direct, I did not expect it. I just kind of thought it was going to be like one of those like mediocre, like, okay, some upgrades, expansions, some this, some that, a remaster or two, but I didn't expect there to be as much like interesting things that a lot of people are going to like. So
brand new game like that brand new Mario game they started off with. I was like, that's a brand new game, Brandy. I'm like, wow. They've
been coming with some of that boo-boo the last couple of times. They
have.
I was like, what is this? Why did we waste an hour of our time looking at this? Y'all ain't even talking about anything. And then they came with the backslap. They came with that tour. They came with that hawk tour.
I had to look that up. I was
wondering if somebody was going to bring that up tonight.
I was like, what is going on in the world? And then I looked that up, and I'm like, I get it. Okay.
I'm sorry.
It like took over all social media for
It
like
did.
the whole day.
It's
It
still
did.
going. Blew all the way. I was like, what is happening? My bad, Zach. My
Brandy,
bad.
you're going to Siege, right? Or Southeast?
Yes, I'll
Asia?
be there. I'll be at Siege. I'm going down Thursday, so I'll be at Siege.
Oh, also too next week,
Golf
y'all.
party Friday. I'll be there Saturday and Sunday. I have a panel on Sunday as well.
Oh, that's awesome. We're next week. We're probably having the owner of Siege coming on. He said he'll be on next week, depending on nothing that goes on. Hopefully next week. We might have to be the week after because no, next week. Hold on,
Next week.
next week is not the 4th. No, yeah, next week's the 28th. So that's right.
Next week's the 28th.
Yeah, that's right. So he'll be
The week
on.
after it will be.
Yeah, week after would be
Week
crazy.
after we won't have a show. Because
Yeah, so the week we won't be having a show on the week of July 4th. So, but yeah, next week he'll be on, y'all. So if you tell everybody about Siege and stuff, Austin from Southeast Game Exchange, and also to this we're also inviting a lot of convention owners. Excuse me, we're gonna have Tom come on one a week, and then also too.
no, we're not gonna bring Tom on, are we really? Like, what are we gonna bring him on for? Like, he always wants to steal the spotlight all the time. That guy.
Hell no.
Man, I pay that guy enough money to be like, even associate with us, and now he got you to bring him on.
Yeah, we're gonna. But no, it's
You are a
it's
jokester tonight.
for the community, y'all. Like I said, this is convention season. It's for a lot of creators. So if you are at a convention, your favorite creator is there, go up and talk to them, have fun. This convention season, especially in the summertime, is very, very fun. Oh my goodness. It's been already so many conventions. I love the last one, at Chorus was so fun. We just going out to the best thing about it was for us curators, right? Is meeting each other, going out to eat, seeing what you get. What did you get? You find this? Oh, I found that, and just sitting there. Me, every convention I go to, I said, do not give me a table because I'm not gonna be there. My table just be dry.
Wait,
Where you at?
speaking of Korgs and going out to eat, Brandy, I still have that blackmail video from Mr. Right Way. When we went out to eat, you remember?
Anyway, something happened.
God,
Excuse me, we are
I
happy.
didn't hear it. I didn't see anything.
I
I
know,
didn't see nothing.
Something happened to Steve.
The blackmail.
Also, to y'all,
I didn't see
speaking of
nothing.
conventions, y'all, Culture Gamer right here, he said, I try to stay here once in my Dr. Pepper in my booth. Yes, he always bring Dr. Pepper. Him and his wife always have Dr. Pepper, and I say, y'all got Dr. Pepper? Love Dr. Pepper. But no, Culture Gamer always has some really good prices, some really good games in his booth. He started a new YouTube channel. Go check him out. It's really, really great. But he do hustle. They be hustling, and they kid be the cards like this, be mad. They be like, the kid be like, y'all selling games, I want to go. It's so funny. But yeah, y'all check out Culture Gamer, man. They've been some great people. We might try to have them on one day. But yeah, he be selling some good stuff, man. But Steve, shut up with that video. Go get your meat.
It's not
Good.
even anything
Elliot, I might
bad.
have
We're all
offended
just
you.
joking.
No, we all know it's nothing bad. No, we're just joking.
Yeah.
But it's fun. Like, man, but we got to pick out cheaper places to eat it because that pizza place was like,
Dude,
God, hey.
that's what.
Was it good
Listen.
like the one in Como?
Listen,
No,
this here, this
No,
is what
it
you
wasn't.
got to drink for $3.
yeah.
$3. Oh, did you want a refill? That's another $3 for
It
another
sure was.
one.
Yeah, it was. So we went to this pizza place, right? And it was the 10-inch pizza was like $20. I was so mad. I said, dang, why did we come? But everything else they had like the to make 10 other folks, it was just you couldn't get in. So we got to one place, it was packed out. So let's go to this pizza place. We went to the pizza place down there, got a good table, it was great. We got it was so funny. They got a pizza. We're like, God damn, these prices. So we here, can't go nowhere. And then somebody, or did you want to drink, Steve? Like you ordered one drink, got a refill.
I ordered one. Remember when I asked her for can I
A
get
refill.
another
You're
one?
like,
She goes,
yeah.
that's another $3. I was like, never mind, I'm not thirsty.
Yeah,
You guys, we're not rich. We just
No.
like to spend our money on games.
My two
We
kids.
struggle at
Now, my-
times too.
oh my
What
God.
Brandy said, my son is 11 years old, but he's every bit of 6 foot tall. These guys,
Yeah,
they met him.
that little kid be
Okay.
easy.
He got a bigger pizza than my daughter and I. The total bill, $65 for 3 of us. That's for 3 sodas And my daughter and I got the little 10-inch. He got the what was it? The 20? Or
No, it was like the 15 or 17
15-inch. And he destroyed that thing. And
Yeah, that kid can eat.
Teenagers,
And-
man.
I'm like,
Keep going.
I was just like sitting there going like, really? And I was like,
It was-
man. And the pizza was like super thin, and I'm going,
It was so thin.
those poor
I thought I
college
was
kids.
gonna have leftovers, but it was like it was so thin and it wasn't like
Yep.
extremely filling or whatever. So like
Mm-mm.
there were no leftovers.
Boy, it was so
Nothing.
bad. I said we all got outside. We ain't coming back in no more. I mean, it was
I
a
mean,
nice.
it was a nice experience.
It was
you
a
know,
nice experience. It was a really good experience, but the damn prices. Ooh,
It was-
my
Everything
God.
is so expensive. I'm telling you, like, there's no good. I'm hoping for McDonald's when they bring back that value meal or whatever it is,
Oh
It's
yeah,
like
they still bring it
$5
back.
or something. Because I'm telling you, things are so expensive, and you go to the grocery store and you're spending all this money, and I'm like, but now I can't buy games.
Yeah, you sit there and you're like, I bought 6 items of groceries, and you're like $350. I'm like, what?
Yep,
For what?
yep.
Like,
Yeah,
I didn't
Hey.
even pick organic. I picked the regular pesticide produce. I'm like, come
Yeah.
on, man.
We were
Hey.
laughing because like we talk about these conventions and stuff, and they usually have like those guys. And this is my ignorance. The first time ever experiencing like they have this guy that brings root beer, right? He has like one of those root beer, but like you buy
Wild
one of
Bills.
the, what was it, Wild Bills,
Yeah, Wild Bills. Yeah.
and you buy like the cup or whatever. The baseline cup is like $30, but it's
No,
all you
man.
can drink.
It
And
wasn't that expensive. I think it was like 20. Well, you bought some a bigger one, but they do have a $30 cup. But
they have
I
a $30 one that goes, and then it goes all up to like 60. Apparently, it's like a big old Bubba keg or whatever. And then they have the lemonade people, which fill it up like mostly ice, and then it's like $8 for
Yeah.
a lemonade cup.
don't ask for no
Yeah.
ice. Ask for light ice.
It's and extra stuff. So I was talking to Gary. I'm like, man, Gary from Corks. I was like, man, hopefully next year you can get some vendors that are a little. They're not trying to take us over. He's like, oh, he's like, I forgot I had like 650 bottles of water. He said I forgot to tell everybody they could have some, and I'm like, no, like, oh, we needed that water.
I always ask. I ask and I bring this right here. I bring this and fill this full of ice.
You know what?
and keep this in my bag and I have water all day.
Next year I'm bringing my 275 quart coolers, man, and I don't care. We'll be like, hey, y'all help me carry it in. You can have as much water as you want. I don't care.
Brandon, that's what you need to put in your other
Throw it
other
right in the back
video.
of the truck, man. I got plenty of room. You all know that. I'll
He
throw it.
let out that Luke Skywalker. No.
I'll tell you what. When you're sitting at a table,
And I
and
love
you're
Gary's my dude. I love some Gary. That's my boy.
Oh
I
yeah,
love
I
him.
felt
He
bad
is
for him
super
because he's like,
sweet.
what am I gonna
He's
do
a
with
sweet
my
guy.
water?
He do
You know,
like you said. We told him he's like we tell him all the time. But like I said, Brandon, you need to put it in your next video, like how to survive at a game convention,
For
like,
real.
like water and food and stuff. Because a lot of people don't think about that. People don't. You be so excited to
Mhm.
get like food and game. I mean, to get deals and games and see people that you forget to eat, you forget to drink, and then you be like halfway, you be like, oh, I need some food and some
That was me
water.
at Como.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you sure was. You was like that. You was
Literally like
definitely like that.
From the very beginning of the day, me and Steve had it out of the hotel room.
How much can I get for a
Down
little
to the convention. Like he's like, we went down to the breakfast area because they said, hey, it's gonna be
Oh,
free.
that was so messed
And it was
up.
packed. It was
Yeah.
packed in there. We were like, all right, well, I'll just get some juice and I'll grab lunch later on. Lunch never happened.
The
And
breakfast
then-
wasn't bad. It was just like,
Yeah, it was just packed in there. There was just a lot of folks in there, so it was just hard to get a plate. And then when we finally got around to settling down, and we looked up, and folks were leaving, and it's 4:00 in the afternoon, and we never ate anything. And Steve's like, "Man, you good?" I'm like, "Man, nah, bruh. I need some food." So when dinner came, I was like, I ordered this massive steak. I was like, I need steak,
You got
veggies.
some meat.
I
oh
had
yeah, they took us out like they
took us out.
Oh, it was Como was so fucking
Yeah.
so good. And then they took us all out. We was all joking and stuff. And Ness got this like 30-pound steak, right, with mushrooms on top
like-
and everything.
0.2 ounce.
No, it was 30 pounds. He got a 30-ounce plate. You know how like on the Flintstones they bring that thing and it tips over like that? That's what they did on this
Wasn't
plate.
even that
It
bad.
got it and it's a thinner and it just tipped over.
No,
And everybody was eating like this and stuff. Like it was all tipped over and stuff.
You
He had
lying.
the brontosaurus ribs and everything. I was like, dude,
Don't
come
listen.
on.
I was enjoying
Hey,
that
I finished
actually.
it. I ate it all. I ate it all.
No, he ate it all. He was so hungry because
Oh,
but Como was so good
Right.
because like we got those deals and Steve was like sick and he was like he couldn't go. But I couldn't believe it. Like y'all saw the video, like, the deal I got, and dude was giving away his booth and his games and stuff. We was buying them, and I was going back selling and getting all that kind of stuff. But
We would have
and
been
then-
fighting for them NES titles. Let me tell you.
I mean, if you, I would let you have them.
TLC right there, and he would.
No, I
never
would
been the
I
rep.
would let you get them, but I got everything I use at the trade to get other stuff. But and then the guy who I was selling to at the end of the day, Ness and a Retro Bear went over there and was picking through the games too. And it was, oh yeah, come over here. Everybody was just cool, and they were just sitting there like they were just Ness. I'm like, what y'all getting? No, they were just sitting there in the moment. And I said, dude, I know you hungry. He was like, I gotta get these games first though, because it was so
It's
many good
games.
deals though.
the adrenaline, man. The adrenaline's pumping. Like
That's
it's
how it is.
it's
all
weird
day.
with conventions. Like my very first convention, I was a kid in a candy store in my very first convention. Didn't know any better. We're sitting there, and then my buddy's like, "Man, you hungry?" I'm like, "What time is it?" He's like, "Oh, it's like 2:00." I was like, 2:00? We just got in here. It's supposed to be 9:00. We only been here like an hour. He's like, "Nah, bruh, it's time to eat." So we had to leave, and luckily there was a restaurant, like a food court across the street. So we went there, ate, came back, and then bought more games. And then the next couple of years, I've learned Como was different just because it's not my normal convention. I was recording for content, and I was just like so focused on trying to find games. Like I had my Neo Geo shirt on. I always have a Neo Geo shirt on the first day of a convention, and literally every booth I went to, we don't have any Neo Geo games. That's literally how it goes. Like every
Dude,
single time.
I understand because in this, I'm almost into the PlayStation Pursuit, and I just now finished. I had to spoiler alert. We're gonna do the video later, but the PSP PlayStation Pursuit, y'all, is over with. I completed it, but I had to get the last like 8-9 games off of eBay because every convention I go to, every store I go to, do not have greatest hits. And like, you want greatest hits?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I do. Ugh. I like.
Bro, that was a way.
Nobody had great.
Exactly.
Nobody had great. I had found one on the last. Wait, go back and look. You will see it. The one I found, but I understand. I feel you. Like it's like when you collect weird stuff, nobody has it. Like you don't want this. I said no. I got it, but I want the greatest hit. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
I
was
mean,
like,
so many years we've conditioned all the sellers, all the businesses that we don't want greatest hits. We want black label. We want the original label titles. And now like it's become this niche.
I'm trying to
I
change that.
want platinum hits. I want greatest hits. I want whatever
Yeah.
hits there is. And they're like, man, I got rid of all that mess years ago. I don't have any of that. And then you just have to nickel and dime your way, pick and choose where you go to find some of that stuff. Like for me, I'm still going for my OG platinum hits collection. I'm not doing a challenge or anything like that. I've just been doing that off screen.
Yeah.
And I'm probably 30 games away from completing it, but I never see those games anywhere.
Yeah.
But you also too trying to like get Neo Geo stuff, so you definitely have to have other means and stuff. They really pop up Neo Geo games at conventions and stuff, you know.
Mhm.
Well, it's funny too because I'm like in the Neo Geo group. That was a topic of choice yesterday amongst everybody globally.
Mhm.
They were talking about how the prices have increased. People aren't buying, people are selling, and it's just like it's harder to find the harder titles now. For
Mhm.
me, it's like my last 18 games that I need are the most difficult games to find in the wild. I'll never see them in the wild, and then if they do pop
Don't
up,
say you never won't.
okay, yes. Theoretically, statistically speaking, it's very low margins for me to be able to find them in the wild. I'm
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
saying that I couldn't find it. I would love to find them for the cheap.
But unlikely.
We're gonna find them one day. We're gonna walk in the Goodwill one day, or I'm walking there one day. You gonna walk in and they're gonna be in the VHS section like Neo Geo. I'm like, ah!
Yeah, bruh. I mean, I've had dreams.
Good
I've
luck
had
with
dreams.
that.
Hey, it happened at GameStop. I couldn't believe it.
That, and see that for me was like, okay, there's hope. there's a small crumb of hope that I could potentially find Neo Geo games that I don't have for my collection somewhere random that aren't overly priced crazy to the moon.
Yeah.
And then I'd be able to get them. But it's just, you gotta be patient.
Well, let me ask you, Mr. Neo Geo man. With the Nintendo Direct, did you pick this up? Did you?
Yeah.
I actually scored this. I bought it, and what are you excited for it?
Hell yeah, it's Metal Slug.
Not
Go back
bad.
to it. Go back and play it. Yeah.
I thought it was at the beginning. That was my fault.
Okay.
You effing you stupid ugly man.
Yeah. Well, listen.
That's
The
what I was
scrubber-
talking about earlier. At least two things. This had to be on your list because it
Oh
was
yeah,
on my
I
list.
mean, don't get me wrong. Like,
He already pre-ordered this. Forget.
No, it's already out. It came out that same day.
Oh,
It's not a
see,
physical
that's what I'm
release.
saying. He pre-ordered it and bought physical. No,
Not this first game.
Scrubber.
This is the only game I like. What is this? You know,
I'm literally trying to get to it, dude. It's
There you go.
not scrubbing. Is that
That's
it?
right there.
There
That's
we
it.
go.
that's
no,
not
that's
Metal.
not it.
That's
That's
not it. But it should be coming next, right?
There it is.
Yeah, it's
I just saw
it's
it.
so short. That's why it's hard to get to it. But here's the Metal Slug. What did you
So
think?
this is like an RPG Metal Slug, though.
It's good. I was playing it. It's
Oh, you playing it?
yeah. I have
It looks really good. It looks
Yeah.
really good. This kind of gives me closer minutes to Metal Slug 6. So
Okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong. This game has a lot more depth to it in terms of on-screen animations, etc. But
Mhm.
this would be closer to a Metal Slug 6 to me,
Okay.
which did not come out on a Neo Geo console. So this was Metal Slug 6 was on a Thomas Wave, the Sammy console or Sammy arcade cabinet. So yeah,
Oh.
I'm definitely getting that.
And everybody, I still got some of my Neo Geo. I just sold off stuff I wasn't gonna play. I still got the top 10 and never seen them. I still got my high hitters and stuff. So I still got them,
He still got them. Yeah,
and I can go back and get the other ones if I want to. If I find better copies,
No.
What about
yes I can. Yes I can. Yes I can. Killer.
No. Stay over there
Someone
with
needs
all
to
that.
take that away.
somebody
I
really
love
needs to take that
I
away?
love this thing.
Next
I
time I
told
come
you.
over here, I'm gonna throw
Why?
that in the
No,
trash.
I love this chicken, man. It's
You
because
need to stop.
it says squeeze me. on it.
You find that at Goodwill too?
I did.
Well,
Of course he
Yeah.
did.
He finds
Yes,
everything.
I found everything good with it. I found this. It was
Man.
this one and a blue one. I saw the blue one when I was on What For It a long time ago.
Oh boy.
This thing is hilarious. I
Like
love
you
this
found
thing.
what you found that 64 with the expansion pack for what, $20? This
Yeah,
one?
oh here it is, right here. Yeah, like hold on.
Why are you encouraging him?
Yeah, so like
I'm not encouraging him. I'm just like
no, like that, like okay, so this 64 right yesterday, and I found and it had a expansion pack on it, and this old lady had grabbed it before I grabbed it. I said shit. So
Oh,
I
no.
like, and I was like, and I looked at it and I saw the controller. So I grabbed the controller. She looked like, I'm gonna see if my son wants this. I said, okay then. And so I asked, I said, ma'am, and I said, she said, oh yeah, let me call him real quick. He said, no, it's ugly. I said, you can have it. I said, okay, cool. And on the bottom it had like $10.99 on it, and the other controllers were like $4 a piece. I had about like 3 controllers or something else. And I'm like, oh shit, I need to get this because I had traded my other Nintendo 64 in box console for some for some Saturn games and stuff. But that video will probably come out later. But I said I need another 64, and I know I can find one, but I don't know if I'm gonna find one at Goodwill because I mean you don't find Nintendo 64s at Goodwill
No way.
at all. And you know what? People talk crazy about the 64, but
Does it
like
work?
this is my first 64, like this right here. And when you look at it, I just feel really good. I love the 64. The 64 design, I want the 64 DD drive one day. If I go back next year, that might be my goal. But the 64 it's so cool, Yeah, it,
gives me a lot of
great
good
vibes.
childhood memories because like that was if there was 2 consoles me and my sister played like a ton of 64. That was the only console she had growing up. That the 64 was hers. So we played Smash, Mario Kart, South Park, and
Yeah.
then Flying Dragons.
Oh, what about War Gods?
Didn't play that.
Oh,
But
I
it
love
was all her games, right? So
Oh,
all the games that she wanted, and then she had Pokemon. So we played those 5 games were in rotation constantly.
Mhm.
And then of course PlayStation 1, Need for Speed 3, and then Fighting Force, which of course
Love Fighting Force.
Oh, that collection coming out.
it's just coming out. I can't wait for that. I'm ready for that.
Okay, let's talk about Fighting Force real quick because Fighting Force was like different, right?
It was dope.
It was dope. It was really dope.
It was supposed to be another fighting game, and then like I guess at last minute it turned into Fighting Force, and I had it on the 64, so I played it at my friend's house because I didn't own it, and I always wanted to play that game.
Mhm.
And halfway through, she'd be like, "Brandy, let's do something else," and I'd be like, "No, no," because I just wanted to play it. But it was set out to be a different fighting franchise.
Yeah.
It was good. Like Fighting Force on the play. I played it on the PlayStation. Then it came out later on the 64. And like at that time, you're like, wait a minute, if it's coming on the 64, it's gonna have better graphics. It was okay. I still think the PlayStation to me is a definite version. I need to go back and play both of them side by side again. But Fighting Force was so dope. It was just different. It had like elements of Final Fight, but like a fighting game, and it was just Streets of Rage. Yeah. It had all of that together. I was like, oh my goodness. That's why people like that Fighting Force collection.
Yeah, Streets of Rage.
Oh,
it was originally supposed to be Streets of Rage.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what they're saying in the comments, and I remember that. Yeah.
Like the first time I played it was on PlayStation.
No wonder it feels like that then. Okay.
Yeah. It's a good game. It's like that that's another one that like if we weren't playing 64, because we didn't have it on 64, I had it on PlayStation 1.
Mm-hmm.
Sister and I were playing that game, so we would rotate to PlayStation 1. So we were playing racing games and a couple of side-scrolling beat-em-ups, or technically 3D beat-em-ups, which would be Fighting Force. And then I finally pieced together a Fighting Force 64 for my collection in box.
Nice.
So I have that, which, you know.
With the little tattoos?
The tattoos are the only thing I don't have. That's
Oh.
the only thing I don't have. I've been looking for the tattoos and I can't find them solo dolo, so I probably have to trade up and find a complete in box with the tattoos.
I have an original Fighting Force t-shirt. I've never seen another of. I have the original
You
t-shirt.
do, of course you do. Of course you do.
Yeah.
Oh,
It kind of smells. It's really not. It's not the best shape, so I haven't really worn it.
What you mean? It kind of smells.
Kind of
Like-
smell. It got the old musty smell.
I bought it used, and I don't think it's like.
You better
I
hang
think
that
I
thing
tried to
up.
wash it, but I was like afraid to, so I think I did like
No,
one of those,
I don't blame you on that one.
wash.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get
and
you
I
some
wore it
of
in
that.
a video after I like hand washed it, and I was like, never doing that again.
Stinking thing.
It's so fragile.
Throw some
It's so
ball
fragile.
balls. Better throw
Better
some
off.
dry sheets on there.
Yeah,
Speaking of
I
which-
just have it like tucked away because I'm like, nah. But it's cool to have. I've never seen another. I just one day if I ever found like an upgrade or like a better like version of one, I would buy that. But yeah,
What you
it
got
has
there?
that 90s smell to it.
Does it
Huh?
stink? Oh, you got dry sheets and everything too.
Yeah, I got dryer sheets in this box because this controller box that I bought,
Mhm.
it was it came from a house that was a cigar smoker.
Oh, geez.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
I hate that. Like, I don't know why. It's the weirdest thing with Neo Geo collectors.
They's rich.
Yeah, they have them in there. You know,
They be smoking like, oh yeah, I got this.
they like
Smoking room.
We got $100 bill doing like this and
wasting
stuff.
money.
it's like so crazy. But
Did you get rid of
Yeah.
the smell off of it?
majority of it's gone. Like it was
Nice.
reeking of cigar smoke. And then now I put like 3 or 4 dryer sheets in there, and it's just been chilling in there for the last couple of weeks. So
There you go, Brandy. Right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that because I wanted to take it to like a dry cleaner, but like I was just because it's like white and I didn't want it to like I don't know. I was just worried about something happening because usually I bring all my jackets, my like rare and expensive jackets to the dry cleaners and they do amazing work. But for some reason this shirt just felt more delicate. I don't think it's dry rotted or anything, but I just don't think it's like the best condition.
Okay.
But it's the only one I've seen.
So, Brandy, like a lot of people are getting more familiar with you. You're doing great work. You're putting out great videos. Tell people like this your journey of like collecting and like what brought you like to be this massive collector? Because as a female, and I'm gonna say it, you intimidate a lot of dudes who are not secure in their gamedom. But I'm saying like getting in a gamedom or fandom. But what made you collect? Because it's so cool to see a female collect like you, and like, damn, when I come there, I want to buy all your stuff. What you let me do? So
Yeah, and I'm like, it's not for sale. Leave. Let's go get food. Come on, get out.
but like, what drives your passion about just trying to get games? Because like me, I love my games too, but like sometimes I get bored and sell them and start over again. That's how sometimes I do. But you got a lot of great stuff, and you've been just tell us please.
So I've always played growing up, but I have a brother and he's younger than me, and I have older cousins. Well, growing up, I played the Nintendo at my cousin's house, and we couldn't afford to get, like all these consoles and stuff growing up. So around the holidays, my parents would work, extra jobs and extra time. They do all this stuff to provide for like me and my brother, and my older sister at times. And one year, he would get a console or something, and I would always be like, oh man, I always wanted something. So one year I got the N64, and that was my first home console, and I only had like a game or two for it right when I got it, and I had a controller, and I remember my friends had different games, and we would run across the alleyway and we'd play each other's games, and I'd go over to my cousin's house, and I thought I was like the coolest kid in the world because I could play games when they died. I'd get my chance at it. And it was just something about the N64, having my own system that I could turn on my little tube TV, in my room. And we would go to like flea markets a lot and yard sales. And I remember buying games for like 25 cents. I bought like Paperboy and some other games. And I thought I was like the coolest kid because, I could afford some of that at 25 cents. I'd save up allowance money from like working and cutting the grass and doing all kinds of stuff at a young age. So fast forward to, like high school, I sold a lot of my stuff before college. Now, mind you, I was only getting like pennies on things because the stuff wasn't valuable at that time. And I went to college and I found my old Nintendo 64, and I said, out of everything, I'm not selling that. So when I got into like my career after college, I was like, you know what? I got a little extra spending money, and I just went wild. I started buying games that I always wanted. I wanted to relive my childhood that maybe I missed out a little bit on. And yeah, I had Glover as well. But
Glover was a good game. The little glove. Yeah, I like that. That was good. I like that game.
I got that at a yard sale too with Paperboys, Glover and Paperboy. And I started like experimenting with things. I was like, oh, N64. Oh, I'd love to get a Super Nintendo. I remember that briefly. Oh, Nintendo, my cousins. Oh, Sega Saturn. So I just went through, and things were not too expensive when I started collecting. And, I was like living at home at the time. So have my career, and then I'm living at home. And I'm eating ramen noodles, I'm cutting costs on things, and I'm just growing a collection. And then I just kept growing it, and I kept finding deals, and I kept meeting people and finding more deals. And then, I was saving up on the side too for a house, and I bought this house, like taking into account all of the rooms in the space for the games. So I got less of a yard for more house for more games. And it just became like a thing. Like, I mean, people think you're crazy and stuff, but it's like I'm attached to the items and the childhood and the memories and the story behind collecting. And I love playing when I get the chance. And the goal is to play as much as I can at some point. But I also, if there's deals, I'm not going to pass it up just because I don't have as much time to play that at the moment. But it's like if you're getting things super cheap at a thrift store, Facebook Marketplace, yard sale, like you cannot pass up on that. And people are like, you literally have everything from when you started collecting. You haven't sold collections to buy more. And I'm like, no, like I have, if I found like some Atari game or some lot or something, I've kept it all. I didn't want to get rid of it because I might not ever see that. in that same deal. So it just started becoming, I love the history. I love how we've advanced. Without the past, we wouldn't be here in the future. There's so much good when it comes to all this. And I've met so many amazing people along this like journey that I love this. And like, I just kind of dove into it. And now it's something that, I love and I won't stop. And, I could stop if I wanted to, but I absolutely love it and I won't give it up.
Bars. What would you say too? Because people do, gaming is expensive, right? And what would you say? What would you say to people to, like, how would games be expensive? Like if games are expensive, what would you do? How do you do? Because games are expensive. So what kind of advice would you give for that?
You just have to, if you're going to start out like collecting, I wouldn't recommend just diving into everything and anything. I feel like nowadays with like the prices of everything, you have to figure out what you actually enjoy and what you're going to be passionate about and maybe focus in on that. And if you could set aside, some extra money here or there, or, just pick up extra shifts or whatever, wherever you work, and you set that aside and you really love, the N64, you really love this, you gotta like put in that time and effort too. You have to look for those deals. Like people tell me you can't find anything for deals anymore, but that's not true. Like I can literally go out into a desert and I'll bet I'll come out with a game. Like you have to like look for those deals.
I gotta come out of desert. Yeah, no, seriously. The one thing too, I really think, and I manifest stuff. It's not for everybody, but I always think about like, you know what? This is not for everybody. It's just this thing. I always pray about like, God, like put some good deals in my life, put some good things, and it usually happens. Or somebody's talk crazy about me, and then like the same day I find something great. So I like, but that's not a shot. Stop. That's not a shot. That's true. But like, look at today. Oh, yesterday. But no. And I just think about that. Like budgeting is really key too. Because you can find deals everywhere. And also, you say you don't sell anything. Me, this is my thing. I'm willing to trade something that I know I can get back to get something I can get now. Like I trade a whole bunch of like maybe like PS2, Xbox games, or whatever, to buy this one expensive game because I know I'm gonna go down the line. I can find those cheap games back again.
Yeah, and that works for you. A lot of people like the trading route, but for me, it's just in my head, if I were to trade something, I would feel bad. There was one time there was something really big that I wanted, and a buddy of mine, helped me out because I didn't have, that much money. To be frank, I didn't have that much money at the time. I was like setting aside for a house, didn't want to touch anything, but I needed this specific item. So as like, I guess like
you need it or you want it. No, I'm messing with you.
Yeah, I needed it. I needed it at the time. So as like collateral, I traded like this standee, this like cardboard display as like collateral. And eventually, we were all good, but I missed that standee. And I was like, oh no, like this is heartbreaking, So I ended up buying it back later at like a later time. But I was just like, I can never do the trading thing because it's like then, I want what I had, and I don't want to give up things and then work twice as hard to get something. So it's like everything is meant to be here. Everything is meant for me to find it. So I will, find a way to get something.
You bring up a really good point with that, because I ran into a situation last year where budgetary reasons, I came across a really smoking deal for a Neo Geo game. I just didn't have the money to spend on it. So I was talking to Steve about it. He's like, man, just trade some games. And I was like, man, I don't want to like go.
Oh yeah.
And I had we're talking about banger games. I had banger games. Like in the mix, there was like Chrono Trigger, CIB, Mint. I had that in my collection. I let go of that. A lot of my Sega Genesis games, all complete in box. and he's like, take it off your shelf. If you can live without it for a couple of weeks, out of sight, out of mind, you can let go of it. If you can't, and it's still in the back of your mind, then keep it. I let go of it. It hasn't really bothered me up until to the point to where, like, I traded my Sega Saturn collection like 2 years ago at this point.
And I got to it again.
And then you,
Reseller.
Steve, actually went to the store that I traded those games in at and actually picked those games up.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't bother me. What bothered me
Reseller.
was when you went to GameStop and found those games, and I'm like, oh my God, like these were all the games that I was looking for when I was collecting Sega Saturn, and I got like this stomach dropping feel like I shouldn't have sold it. I shouldn't have sold it. And then like maybe it's like more of the FOMO feeling. That's more of what it was. Because now it's kind of settled down, and I'm like, I'm not feeling that way. But I'm with you, Brandy. Like, it's like, if you don't need to let go of it, then don't. Because like many people have asked me, like, Ness, if you ever had to let go of your collection, like your Neo Geo, like, no, I'm like, no, you don't bring Neo Geo into the conversation. I will liquidate and wipe out literally everything in my
But
like I would get another job. I would do side hustles. Like, you know, I would drive for Uber or Lyft. Like I would do other things not to touch this, because I feel like sometimes when people, like, we all collect for different reasons, and I get people say we're hoarders and we have, you know, something else going on. But if you're not that person, you don't understand why they collect. I feel like you can't critique them, because we all have different purposes in life. And some of us, you know, aren't collecting just to keep it in their house, you know. So like if I know something but you don't know on like the outside perspective, like you might be like, oh, she's crazy, she could just get rid of her stuff, but you don't know like the full story of why and what and what could happen in the future. So it's like, you know, you could say, you know, get rid of it all, but for me, I don't even have that be an option, because I don't want to fall back on the whole, well, I could trade this for this, do that. Because then it's kind of like you get into like this, oh, well, you're not attached to it, and then why, you know? So it's just, it's different.
But
for
there's
me.
some things that you can get that you're not attached. Like the first time I ever traded like an item that I didn't have a duplicate of was the Among Us Collector's Edition that I had gotten. That and the
GameStop stuff. But that was good. That was good though. That was good though.
But I traded it for NES stuff and Nintendo memorabilia from like 30 years ago. That to me, like, I'm never gonna see that again. Like, it's a pin. Like, Brandy, you saw Retro Wolf posted the pin that he got with Mario.
Yeah,
I have the Luigi one like that, which
nice.
They're not easy to find, right? So I think for my case, I'm kind of like Brandy too. Like, I'm afraid to trade stuff or get rid of stuff for that. That's why I'm sitting with a room full arcade one-ups right now, right? Because I have a feeling like if I get rid of these things, even though they're toys, Steve. I'm gonna be like, why did I do that? Like, we have so much fun with them. So I get that. But like Among Us, there was nothing there. I was like, Nintendo stuff, it's gone. Goodbye. Yeah. I won't even look twice. Or the Callisto statue, right? Like I
But in those things, in those type of situations, right, when the GameStop deals come out and we put videos about that, those are the times to stack up in your trade pile. So it's a difference in having your trade pile and taking stuff off your shelf to buy stuff. I do both, and people just think I'm crazy, but they've seen it, it always comes back to me. And it's like he finally kind of saw it at that convention, and it was kind of funny. Like he said, I got his Sega Saturn games. When I sold my first Neo Geo games, he bought my Neo Geo game at a store when we first kind of met. So it kind of came back around. What game did you buy? Was it 96?
This was the very first King of Fighters 96. This was that store. So this is before I knew Steve. So I was just getting into the hobby of collecting Neo Geo games, and I was coming across numerous YouTubers talking about collecting and all this. I ran across his video, and in the video he's like, I'm trading in this game, And I knew exactly where this bookstore was. And I'm like, oh, son, we're going down there today. And I didn't go down there. And I looked at the price. I was like, oh, yeah, we're Gucci. I'm taking this home with me. And I've had it ever since. And then at Como, before Como, what is it? Right here. I bought this from him before Como.
Yeah, he bought that from Como, yeah.
So I had this game.
And you bought it for what I paid for it.
Correct. Yeah. So I bought it for what he paid for it, but I had this game, but it was missing a manual. So basically this was a condition upgrade for me where insert was good, manual's good, cart's good, all that good stuff. And then I traded my version that was missing a manual for another game. So I traded it up for, where is it? Where are we at? Bam. Samurai Showdown 4.
Nice.
So I traded it up for even more expensive game, but
yeah,
it was you gotta be able to flip these jokers, man, especially on the top end stuff.
And then also too, talking about that, I went to get the game store and I picked up a Street Fighter Alpha and Alpha 2, and these are his games. It's so funny. It's so funny how that works out. Mm-hmm. I got his game. He got my games. I got his games. So it's cool. I mean, I think that if I ever do sell these again, something like that, I probably wouldn't trade these because these do have sentimental value. Just because these came from my friend, and it wasn't supposed to be like that, but it just kind of happened like that, you know. And it's just pretty cool that happened. So like, I love this that it happened like that. And it's like, that's my game, right? I said, is it? And he said, I know what it is. I said, yeah, it's your game, bro. So it's just cool like that.
They didn't give your boy the memo. I just said,
we did try, but it was too late.
We all, you know what? We all did this
clothing selections here because I've, some stuff's boxed up and all that stuff for the move. So, yeah.
He said
no. The reality is Ness really just was. He's just so anti every other system except for Xbox. He just can't. He cannot. He just sees with anger at the fact that Xbox is nothing but a thing of the past, and it's going to be no longer a console to even be relevant.
I got Neo Geo.
Wow. In the upcoming months. Ness, how does that make you feel, brother?
Ray called us both rich mother lovers.
Xbox did a really good job. I was really proud because I went in with low expectations and they dropped Gears. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, new Gears.
Oh, 5 Gears.
Yeah.
Yo, that prequel to Gears.
Oh my god. If you haven't read the Emergence Day book for Gears, that book was amazing. And if they do anything close to that book in this game, that game's gonna be fire in terms of story.
Dude, fire. When I saw young Marcus Phoenix, and matter of fact, check out the new Gears standee that I got this week from my friends that found it right here. Oh my goodness, couldn't believe it.
I know you found that. I was like, that would look so much better next to my kiosk with all my Gears posters.
I thought about you. The first thing I thought about was you. And when I put in the group, when I put in the group and I saw Brandy I said, I knew Brandy's gonna see it. The first person gonna see it. I knew she was gonna see it. I was like, oh my goodness, but it's
I was like, that would look so much better next to my kiosk because I got the Gears poster, I got the Gears.
I love it when I get stuff and Brandy don't get it.
Yeah,
it's like a accomplishment. It's like whenever I get something that Brandy don't get, I get the little Xbox thing pop up like the achievement. Oh, you achieved or you got stuff more than Brandy.
I'll find it.
Hey, they going in on me, bro. The
Right Way Podcast color coordinated the wrong way. Wow! Oh!
Bang, bang.
Oh!
So Brandy, Steve was like this. He thought about you for a second. He's like, yeah, well, yes, that's kind of how that went down.
Oh my gosh, that's good.
I'll make sure that I color coordinate for the next time. My apologies.
Man, that's funny. That's a good one.
The Ness's collection.
Thank you again.
House.
You said what now? Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, hey,
Doesn't need a credit check. They just check his game room.
Wow.
hey, Ness, if you
He
want,
uses this as collateral.
hey, y'all, he got something else, but if he want to talk about it, he will. But the man is rich, y'all.
I am not. Stop with that.
That's how
Motherfucker.
rumors start. That's how
Motherfucker.
problems start.
None of us other people see you. You are, look at this rich guy, this young man in his 50s, got all this stuff.
250.
Give it another 10 minutes. Give it another 10 minutes, and it'll be like you'll be in your 70s.
I know, right?
Like, yeah, like he
It's
increased
like,
the
what is
price
going
of.
on?
All right,
But
look.
what was your truck? Your truck started out at
Oh,
like
there we go.
120.
It's out there now. So yeah,
Right? And,
Yeah, I
and
got
then,
a
and
truck.
then you went up to
I got
what
a truck.
were you at? Almost two.
Oh,
million.
yeah,
$1 million truck he bought.
Huh?
Oh, the $1
Dang,
million
he
truck.
said, like, here you go.
What?
It's out there now. Yeah.
I know it's out there now. He didn't want to say I was trying to talk around the guy. Dang, he
That's
just
got
said
a
it.
truck. Yeah, I got a new truck. Yeah.
$1 million.
No, he got a new
It's
truck.
not a cyber truck.
That's not, I wish it
Oh,
was.
thank God you didn't get a Cybertruck.
No, man, that Cybertruck is nice.
No.
No,
You see
Nice
when they like
for a
polish
tuna
it, how
can.
shiny it gets?
Ness got $150,000 truck.
No, I did not.
It's not even that much at all.
Oh my
No.
goodness!
I got
Come
a Raptor, and it's not a Raptor R. Just guys.
Hey, and thanks to everybody. Look, this is the most super chatted show ever. Thank y'all, guys. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate that.
Appreciate the
Was it-
super chats.
They're chipping in to get Neo Ness a red shirt. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Let me go down to my
We
local.
almost
Dollar
have
Tree.
enough to get him to match.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Go
Hey,
down.
said that little thanks, Jason,
Go down.
GME.
Go,
The
yeah,
lighting
thanks
is
to
better.
GME. Yes, thanks. Yeah, like GameStop. I actually have a GameStop shirt. I plan on going to buy a couple more GameStop shirts just because.
Do you want to talk about your truck? I mean,
What, my truck?
yeah. If you come, but you want to talk about it? I mean,
I'm not here to boast or nothing. I'm just like, yeah, I got a new truck. I'm blessed again. Yes, it's much needed because I had my previous vehicle. It was a small car, and I'm not a very small dude. I'm a very big dude.
yeah, I know, and you can't get out of the car.
And me rolling my big ass out of a small sports sedan doesn't work very
Them
well.
knees, boy. Hey, dude. I didn't believe you. Remember when I changed cars too, and I was thinking like, and you know, like on my shoulder, like your knees. I was getting out like I said, ooh, I ain't young no more.
I'm telling you.
I was like
Like even my daughter's complaining, like, Dad, I don't like your car. Like I don't she's tall too, right? She's,
yeah, she is tall.
you know, so she's like,
That
hey,
very-
Dad, I don't have any leg room back here. I need leg room. And I'm like, okay. So I was like, okay, I need to make a choice
Don't
here.
let him fool you. He was like, first thing he said when he got into the truck, he's like, "Oh, this is nice. I got a lot of room." When he got into mine,
was
out in
lovely.
Columbus, I was
It was
like, "Yeah,
lovely.
and them little tiny Teslas that you drive in there, you're all hunched up
My-
like this."
Shut up. My Tesla is a Y and it's much
See?
big. It's nice. So stop. No, because I made a mistake. The only reason I love Tesla, but I got a Tesla again because I spent too much money in that darn Lexus. The Lexus was nice, but way my foot set up.
Yeah, you drive way
I can't.
too much.
I can't
gas.
look on my prosthetic. I'm gonna show you about my prosthetic. It does like this. It doesn't. I can't. I don't got a foot. I can't do
I've
this.
rode with
Can't
him,
do this.
done long distance trips with him before. My man, he has off the gas and all the way on the gas. That's
I can't help it. I can't help it. I tell y'all, look. I was telling you.
Scary to drive with him.
Look, my foot does like this. Look, it doesn't do like this. It's the gas pedal right in my hand. It does like this. Okay, I can't do like y'all. Shit, I can't do this. I
That's
can't
why
do
I have it like
this.
my
I
toes.
recommended I
Now,
drive
now we
with
all
you.
gotta do is
can't
Paul
do it.
Niemeyer, be like this. We're gonna do Paul Niemeyer.
Dang. I can't do it. So yeah, I got a Tesla. I mean, I had two, but the first one I had a Model 3. Then I went to a Lexus because I love Lexus. But then I went back to the Tesla because I was spending like $300 a week on gas, making videos, doing all kind of stuff. And I was like, I can't do that shit. I gotta
It's
go
also
back,
expensive.
huh?
I gotta like plan things out on my route. Things are
You just
too
say, get this man an
expensive.
ankle. I don't have an ankle. I know I don't got an ankle. If I lost my left foot, it'll be good. But I lost I lost my life foot, so it's my driving foot. I don't got no ankle.
So that
I
means
can't
you
do
have
this.
the wrong.
I'm jealous for y'all. I can't do this. I'm so jealous. I gotta do this. I can't
Get this man an ankle.
get this man an ankle.
That's cold blooded.
Get this man an ankle.
That was the best comment of the night. All right, guys, we're done. Out of here. Bye.
They said this remind me of gonna get you sucker for some reason. Shoot it, Marcus. Shoot it. Shoot that motherfucker. He said, there you go. There you go. Oh, he shot my big toe.
No, that's not I'm gonna get you sucker. That's Harlem Nights that you.
Oh, that's Harlem Nights. Yeah, that's right. What if I'm gonna get you? Well, yeah.
No,
You
you
must,
talking about old girl that was taking off everything.
oh, yeah. She was taking off everything. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yes. Hey, cyber ankle gonna get you, Elon. Yay.
Oh my goodness.
Man. I can't, but like I can't. Like it was in the Lexus, like for real. Like I don't know why they did it, but the gas pedal was like super deep. And I couldn't get to it hardly. I was like,
I was just about to
there
say
you go.
I was just about to say it.
That's two. He got two jokes tonight, y'all. That's two. Yeah, that's a good one. That was a good one. He said, look, he turned red. He did a good job. That was
Man, he beat me. I was right there, and he's like, pause. I'm like, damn.
Somebody say I heard Tesla aren't selling completely. Feeling no, yeah. One thing about Tesla, if you're gonna get it, don't expect to resell that shit. I mean, buy used. I always buy used. Don't buy brand new because that shit gonna drop.
I mean,
It's gonna drop like a rock.
That's any car. Any
That's
car.
any
though.
car.
Any car.
But Tesla's
Second
drop.
you drive it off
brand
the
new.
lot,
I
it's
buy
like
used.
10,000.
I always buy used. I tell anybody don't buy no brand. Buying a brand new car is really stupid. Buy a used one.
Depreciation once you leave the lot is insane.
It
Yeah.
is.
So,
Buying a
like
car.
$10,000.
Buying a car really is the most dumb thing you can really do. Like buying a house is good, but buying a car is dumb.
and you
Because
gotta drive somewhere. You gotta have some transportation.
You do, you do gotta have transportation, but like we're so like you gotta get new. Don't
See,
Don't-
I
y'all
do.
don't buy
I
brand
buy
new.
new vehicles. Every 5 years I trade them in because I don't want. I would rather have a car payment and know when I get in my truck it starts and my tires are good.
Man,
Then
you
to
just
go
My
in-
dad's a mechanic.
Maintenance up.
So
Well,
I
yeah,
have
so
been
if you're a mechanic or
lucky.
something, but I don't want to deal with that crap.
gas cars break down too, bro. So don't even try it.
No,
All right.
I know I know they do, and I know there's lemons and this and that, but it's like I did it as a kid. I did it all the way up till I got married, and I was
It's
after
new.
that,
It's new,
like,
and I know everybody's not on the electric bandwagon. I get that. I get that.
some
I get
people lease them every 2 years. I tried the.
I would never lease a car. I can't lease a car.
I
No.
bought it out.
I like to modify my vehicles. I'm sorry. I gotta buy 'em.
It's not.
Because I want to own something. I don't want to just
Exactly.
keep leasing and spending money, like renting.
Mhm.
So the goal is like you get a car, you try and pay it off, and then you don't have a car payment for 10 years if you're lucky.
Yeah, you're right.
That's-
With that.
You know,
Generally,
I-
once you pay it off is when it breaks down. So that's the unfortunate piece.
That's why I traded
Everything
in.
just falls off.
After 5 years, I just traded
Mm-hmm.
in, and then and here's the thing: I work from home, so I don't put a lot of mileage on it.
I
So
put a lot.
usually when I trade it in, I get the top dollar for it, like whatever the highest
Yeah.
number it is for. So for me, it kind of works out, but I get it. I mean,
I couldn't, man.
It really is not a good investment. But if you don't want repairs, except for taking it to get the oil change,
And
majority of
and
the time
mine's free for life. Free oil changes, free tire rotations, free all this for life because I bought it at a specific place.
yeah,
and,
if they have incentives for
My
that.
dad just does all the work for me.
And-
Yeah.
and what electric car with me, the only expensive thing I know, the most expensive thing is the tires. Like I'm have
Oh,
to
you're
get
not
ready.
kidding.
I'm gonna have to get ready to buy 4 new tires, and I already priced them. A set of new tires, $1,800.
If I
the
can,
Tesla?
if I could ever give anybody a recommendation, just as someone who his previous life was in the tire business and running a tire shop, don't cheap yourself out on your tires.
Oh no, not on the shoe.
Because that is think of it like this: the tires are your tennis shoes
That's right.
that you wear. You want to put a good set of tennis shoes on so you have good foot support, back support, all that stuff.
Yep.
You put cheap stuff on. That's generally when you have the knee problems, ankle problems, all that stuff.
Yep.
The same logic you need to take with your tires. When you put cheap stuff on, blowouts, you're
Yeah.
susceptible to
And it's all
tire
unsafe.
defects. Yeah, and it's
if
really
you have
yeah.
a blowout
and
on the
they're high
beltway or
quality.
something,
Yeah.
super unsafe. It
Yeah.
puts you like at risk. You
Oh,
can have
no.
a bad car accident for that.
Yeah. Ride
How
quality,
to-
you can tell like the road noise, all that stuff. Like
Oh, yeah.
I don't like, it sucks, yes, that you gotta spend some expensive amount of money on some tires, but it's worth it for the comfort and making sure the peace of mind is there because if y'all got kids, if you got girlfriends, wives, husbands, all that stuff, you want to make sure that you're safe. And this isn't me
Yep.
doing like some plug for a tire shop. I'm just saying, just from my years of experience doing this,
Yeah.
I saw way too many crazy scenarios where people were like, just give me the cheap stuff. And they're back in a week because they put the cheap stuff on.
You're
And
not
they could have
kidding.
saved themselves so many headaches if they had just put the quality stuff on. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like they tried to do that with my wife. They tried to put on her old Honda CRV. They wanted to put like these $100 tires on it, and I'm just like, because that's what they originally had on them, right? So that's
Yeah.
what they, the cheap ones from there. No, we ended up going with like there's almost like $900 to $1,000 for the ones that we got on it. But again, it's like you saying, like it's not just the person driving its life. It's like she's carting around the kids. It's you don't want to be hydroplaning and stuff. So yeah, so this is
brought to you by Goodyear.
Brought to you by Michelin.
Can we get a sponsorship or something? Because they are not.
Yeah, shoot. let me get a
There we
sponsorship.
go. Now we're gonna
Boy, hey,
Toyo. All right. Yeah, Toyo tires. That's what I'm talking about.
There you go.
Throw
Boy,
them out there.
hey, much as I be driving, I want to get a sponsorship from Goodyear, Michelin, Goodyear. I mean, Goodwill and GameStop. Let me get all that, boys.
Well, with as much
yeah, Yokohama.
with as
Yeah.
much wind that you have, we might just call you the Goodyear blimp, man.
Well,
All
so
that hot air you got.
I actually got the
There you go. Hold on. There you go with that dumbass joke. He always got good. Did it. That was just dumb.
That was
Dumbass
dumb.
joke.
That
That
was
was a dumb joke. You have good jokes, then you just say, "I knew he was gonna strike out."
What happened? I
You
was,
said a
Don't
dumbass
listen
joke.
to him. He's
I was
full of hot
gonna
air.
say that
Dumbass joke.
I had an opportunity to go test some new Michelin tires at the Las Vegas Speedway when I went to SEMA. So I had to do that for my old job.
Me
And-
good times.
They put me on a track and they just said like go, just drive it like the wheels fall off.
Damn.
Like they put you through like wet track course, speed bump course. They want you to hard
Those are
turn.
fun,
hard
yeah.
corner. It's fun, but it's like
Yeah.
you really get to see like what tires can really do when you put them through those hard, scenarios. Because you never know. You're just doing everyday driving, and then when you stop, I think now that's a really good logic with some of the video games now, like Forza and some of the more realistic car games. They take into account like traction for the cars, tires, all that kind of stuff. They're bringing more of that logic into the game to make it more realistic. And look how I
We've come a
just brought it
long
back.
way
Yeah,
Yes.
very long.
Pause.
with racing games. We
See,
have.
God,
You
Go back and listen to it. You'll get it.
Oh, Steve, stop while you're here. You get two good jokes of podcasts. Just stop. God damn.
y'all goofy, bro.
There's something wrong with him.
There's nothing wrong with you. You got good jokes, and you just like,
We need to get rid of him.
good
I think we need
jokes are like this.
we need to get rid
That's
of
a
him.
horrible joke in itself. Put that damn chicken away.
Yeah.
This is my friend. Hey, okay, well, I'll put the chicken away.
Don't bring out nothing else.
Right now.
What in the world? Where do you come up with these
Kick
things?
him.
Who do you
Who's
get?
got the rights to kick him?
Was that from Goodwill too?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Larry. So you got a bow tie. Larry got a
Oh,
bow tie.
that makes it better.
Hey, everybody, where's everybody? We love games. Oh, I love the games. Yeah.
I'll be back tomorrow.
All right. See you next time. Wear a red shirt.
I got this a good one too. This is Larry the dinosaur. He got a bow tie. See, look, he's classy. It's a classy dinosaur.
Mhm. Put
Okay.
that classy ass dinosaur away. How about that?
He's a
See, it seems like every podcast he does so well up into a certain point, and he's gonna bring out the stupid props and tank
He
the
goes
whole
full
podcast.
Sesame Street. You never go full Sesame Street.
Man, jeez.
me, Larry. Hey, look,
You
I
got a
got
trash
red
can
and
around with puppets in it or something? What do you got? Oscar the
Yeah,
trash
what else
can
you
or
got?
whatever?
I don't know. I love
He's
weird
like Mary
stuff.
Poppins.
What
Just
else
keeps
did you
stealing
get at
things out of the
Goodwill that
bag.
you're hiding back? Maybe we
What,
don't want
hey,
to know.
what was the new
Well,
chair that you got?
I got this week. This for $7. I'm gonna sell this though. It's like a $200 camera. I'm gonna sell this. Get some
Oh,
more
that's that
gas.
Samsung one.
Yeah, it's a Samsung Galaxy 2 camera. It's nice. It just I really can't use. I use my phone, but I looked on eBay. It's like 150.
Hey, Ness,
200.
He's
Use
really
it.
going after you, dude. Look at that. He says,
I
at least
mean,
the chicken got red on.
What can I do? I haven't.
Well, it's orange. Well, he do got red, but
He
you
got
know.
red. He's a red chicken.
Do you have
Orange.
any red shirts?
Yeah, I do. I have a red Neo Geo shirt.
Well, at least Neo Geo was on the direct though, so I mean it counts.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm sure.
I'm
No,
not.
I like getting weird stuff. I do find some weird stuff. Like I found this at Goodwill. Like this is the funniest thing. Like this right here.
Oh,
Bleep, bleep, bleep.
And this was well, how much was this? Like 99? Yeah, 99 cents. So yeah,
That's back when
get-
everything was cheap at Goodwill.
it's still cheap. You know, because it depends. Now they changed the managers and stuff. So they've been like and this new chair right here, right? I got this at Goodwill. This right here. I got that this week for $20. It's a good heated seat. It's a heated and it's like massage and stuff. It's
that
great.
thing looks like it's gonna fall over when you shake it.
I
Well,
know.
it's used though, so
Am I-
yeah,
I mean, it looked like
it's better than the other chair. My other orange chair, the stand stick it broke, so I can't fix it. I'm trying to fix it, but it's like it's broke. One of the legs broke off of it, so yeah,
so,
it's like
so you and the chair are one.
there you go. I knew you were gonna say that. I know. I love the orange chair. I had the orange chair for like about 12 years now. It's great. It's real leather. I remember back in the day, I paid like $800 for that chair. It was quality chair. Now you can tell like real leather than pleather. This is pleather. That one in there is leather. So I really can't just throw it out. I'm gonna get somebody to fix it.
You better up the
Fix
sponsorship if
what?
you're only on pleather.
This is pleather. Yeah, this is pleather.
You gonna
The
have
other one,
leather?
the orange one you saw when you came over, that's leather. That's real leather. That's the only real leather I think. Well, in that gray chair, yeah, that's the only got 2 leather chairs I got. So yeah, it's pleather. That pleather, this pleather is nice. It just, I'm still trying to find a good game room chair, and I mean this chair is right here good, and the chair I gave you, the one you sitting in, is pretty good. You know.
Yeah, I'm about to get this one to the wife.
Oh, you finna you get another one?
Yeah. Well, I mean, for the new office, it's
She
gonna.
been sitting in that. She liked it.
Oh man, she was like, "I need a new chair." I'm like, "Well, you can have this one." She's like, "Oh yeah," she'd be over here mad during office, like when we're working together.
Yeah.
I'm over here like,
Yeah, cause I got the air cushion in it, right?
Like over here like a transformer, over here like Optimus Prime, like the Thomas robotic organisms. She's like, "Are you comfortable?" I'm like, "Yes, indeed, I am. I am comfortable."
That's a good chair too, man. Because like when they sent it to me, it was this one point of my stuff. I was getting like chair request videos. I had like 6 chairs in my house.
Yeah.
I was like, y'all come get some of these chairs. I gave you one. I gave Brian one. I gave another one away, and I kept 2. So yeah, I got this one. I got that one in there. I gave 2 away. I gave 3 away. I'm like, and then I got a desk. I'm like, I'm not a desk and chair channel, but I'll take the review.
I gotta
So
get a new desk too. Yeah.
they were just sending me chairs, and then I still get chair. Like, can you review this chair? I said I reviewed that same chair. It's a 70 company. I was like,
They must go in spurts because it seems like they hit up a ton of creators at the same time to try to get that,
mm-hmm.
you know, and then they come
Yeah,
around and loop right back around.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
I
they did this chair. Even Queen G, she got the pink one. They did. They reached out to her, and she got a lot of sponsorships from her and stuff. You know.
Yeah, but the same one, they reached out to me 2 different times, but then never followed up.
They don't. Sometimes they don't follow up. Sometimes they don't. You got to kill them back up and like what do you want?
The GT Racing company, they sent me one of them. Oh man, after 2 weeks of sitting in that thing, man, it felt like I was sitting on steel.
When do y'all really notice that like companies really start reaching out to y'all? Like when did you really start noticing that? Like what subscriber?
After 10,000.
Oh, after
Like
10.
Yeah.
like it'll happen like that at 5, but when you get 10, they start doing. And I notice it now. I'm about to hit like 40, but when I hit like 35, I get all these weird ones. And then people say it started coming in, and they're mostly all overseas. Some be good and paid, but other ones would be just like it's wild, you know. I like them. I love the sponsorship, but as you get more and more, you notice those chair deals people don't watch them. Nobody want to see that, especially on a gaming channel. Even if it's a gaming chair, people don't watch them. And I guess
certain things don't hit the same.
Yeah,
It's
don't
like
hit the
the audience is already there for something. And then I learned I did too many reviews in a row and it kind of like tanked my channel a little bit. So then I had to like dig back out. So now I'm very selective and I have to do things different in those videos. I can't just be like, hey guys, today we're gonna do that. I don't even introduce myself anymore because like people trail off. So I just said forget that. So now I just like jump into it and I try to do something a little bit different because I think back of what would I watch? I don't want to watch someone talk for a minute and a half of what they're going to do. Like our attention spans are so different. So now I just jump into something and, you know, I'm starting to see things take off a lot better.
See, now they got the higher subscribers. I just hit 8,500.
Boy, hey, but Steve, don't talk like that because back in the day,
what I was gonna say was I got hit up by 8 companies this week. One for the microphones, like we use the DJI. They want me to review these.
That's good.
Tablets, like tablets, probably because it's still the name, like you know, the Android tablets. These weird neck pillows, like I get like
I got those,
but to the point of the overseas stuff, where they PayPal you the money, you buy it on Amazon, and then they're trying to buy your review. So I'm very selective with that because even though I have and I'm putting this out there to even other content creators, just because they're going to reimburse you for something.
Let's talk about this real quick.
They're trying to buy your review, and that your audience isn't going to appreciate that.
Yeah, look what Zach said.
Yeah,
and I get it.
I'm very like I won't do it just for the free product. I know it sounds stupid. People are like, "Well, I'd take a free tablet."
But Zach,
my review, my name's on that. My audience will see through that. I can't do that.
And Zach, let me tell you about this too. He said if it says paid sponsorship, I'm not watching. Sorry, I know it's not a real opinion. I understand that, and I get that, but you have to realize too, like some creators don't. Me, I'll be real 100% honest and say like, hey, this is my real thoughts on this thing. Just like the table I had. At first I made a user error and I put that in there. I said, and I contacted them. Said, no, you can't cook it up when you got to make sure it's all put together. I said, oh, and I did this, and it was the table is badass. But don't, you know, because watching the video helps the creator.
Oh wait. Legally, we have to put that it's a paid
we do it, and legally we do have to put
we
that.
Can get sued by YouTube or the company because
we can get our channel taken down too. Now he's talking about like with you can't say it's not our real opinion. That's
100% is.
You can't say that because other people might have did dirty, but if you would have like me, I'm giving my 100% raw a real opinion. Now some might get a shittier opinion or on it, but you know it's our real opinion, and also it helps us. So like, be more lenient when you see that when it says paid sponsor. Don't click off. Look at that because over the years, a lot of people have misused that, but it does help the creator because the creator is getting paid by money or is getting paid by like a review or a chair or desk or something like that. Those do help the creator grow. But I do understand where you're coming from, but don't click off.
Don't write it off.
Don't write us off so quick.
And plus, like another perspective of that, our review starts when we accept it because we're doing research on that product to see if it's something that we're even going to back or support. So like before I agree to something, whether it's like a game review or this or that, I want to look up other reviews and see if it's something that I like, because if I don't like it, I'm not going to attach my name to it.
Yep. And we see when you fast forward too. We look at the analytics. We see when people fast forward. So that's why we kind of you'll see some not color collectors, but you see creators, they'll put timestamps so you can pass forward too. So, but I'm sorry, Brandy, I just saw that come up.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, we're not all of us. Like, I get some people just do whatever and they'll be like, oh, this is the best thing in the world. But, like, a lot of us that know each other who do reviews on things, we won't take something if we think it's going to be bad.
No, we
need to
won't.
know
Or
our
if-
review starts
or if we
before
do-
we even accept
Or if
it.
we do take it and it turns out to be a complete piece of trash,
We're not going to make a
we
video.
won't do the review on it. And I've already said to companies, like, I'm not
Mhm.
doing a review on this. I can't do a review on it. It's terrible.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but do you want me to send it back? They're like, no, that's okay. We appreciate your honesty. And I never hear from them again. But I can't, in good conscience, even with 8,500 subscribers, I can't do that to the people that have subscribed and actually put the time into me. I can't honestly
Yeah.
say this is great because I got it for free. Like I
Mhm.
can't. I would rather just
Yeah.
not. I just won't do it. And
Every-
if they get mad, they get mad.
Every
'Cause
review
people
that I've
see through the fake.
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just saying, people see through the fake anyway.
They do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was like every review that I've currently done on my channel to date has been just me. Like I've paid for it out of my own pocket. Like the limited run shock boxes for Neo Geo AS, like that was all me. Right? I
Mhm.
gave my unbiased opinion on who the target audience would be if it's an authentic Neo Geo, collector who wants everything to be 100% legit. Probably not the right person to purchase that item from limited run. And of course there's a lot of folks that don't like limited run anyway, so there's that too. But I've had a company reach out to me the last week and a half, and they want me to review a homebrew Neo Geo game, and I've just been doing research for the last week and a half before I decide to drop a video,
Yeah.
because I want to see what other reviewers are talking about it, like reviewers that have hundreds or thousands of subscribers more than me, and I want to see what they're talking about with this game, because I'm going to take a different approach to it. But I originally knew about this game and I had no intentions on buying it. So if I'm not buying it because I don't find interest in it, now I have to do research on this. Am I going to recommend this game to my audience who plays Neo Geo, or folks that may be playing this game on the Switch or on PlayStation or wherever it's found? Is that going to change my opinion? Well, I haven't played the game, so I have to play it to find out.
And that's like you and me, Brandy. We've been getting a lot of like the Mega Cats Studios games, the homebrews, but we've been reviewing them, and I don't know if you feel the same way, but the reason I've been kind of getting behind this is because trying to help an independent company put out their game, right? It's not about what they can do for me. In fact, one of the games I got behind them on a Kickstarter and paid.
Yeah,
for
I
their
buy the game.
$100. Yeah, I mean they sent us a demo or the actual
It's
game.
not
So
the full,
I go buy it.
it's not the full game. I still buy the game,
Yes,
and then I review it because I spent a week playing it or several days playing it in a row, and I like it. If it was something I didn't like, then I wouldn't accept
you
it
wouldn't
when
buy
they
it.
reach out.
right. I think it's interesting he brings that up though, and Steve, I think you hit the nail on the head. Where there's a lot of creators out there that they don't have any kind of couth, we'll say, where they'll just take anything. They'll
Mhm.
take anything that's given to them, no matter what it is.
Because they want to be,
review. Yeah, and
they want to be a YouTube star. A lot of people, a lot of creators, and I've seen it happen in this space as long as I've been taking it seriously. More people want to be like YouTube stars or YouTube celebrities, and like,
Yeah.
what can people send me, and what can I get? And that's not the right way, I just say, it's not. It's not really it's about building the community, being honest. Sometimes all your everything you're not gonna please everybody 100%. That's just
We know that.
yeah, I know, right? But you just gotta be selective of what I treat I've been through it before, like the whatnot stuff. I left that alone because I felt it wasn't good for my audience, and a percentage of my audience was not liking it.
Right.
And I care about that, So I was like, I can't do that, It's just like I couldn't do it, and it just messed me up. And I'm like, I'm not doing that with them. I'm not doing that. But I do take other sponsorships, stuff that I know that can help me grow as a channel. I need a good chair. I need another good desk. Yeah. And I'm taking those chairs, and then I got those chairs. And I'm like, you know what? Let me get these chairs to some of my other creative friends and stuff like that. People who might need it. And I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I won't get views really, and I may make like $4 or $5 off that video, because at the end of the day, my YouTube channel is a business. It's 100% a business. I love to have fun. I love to meet people. I do treat this as a business. I love my business. I take my business seriously, but also too, you got to have that perfect balance about it. And I didn't take it seriously a long time ago. Some people only put stuff on YouTube, don't take it seriously, and that's okay. But I know me, I take his stuff pretty darn seriously.
But
I think that's problems.
Yeah, he'll be back.
Yeah, he'll be back.
I just unstaged him right now until he gets back. I remember I bought these DJI microphones, right? I paid for them. I did like a review.
I got the new tools.
You would, I want to get the new ones, but I'd asked, Steve had asked, Randy, you had asked, a bunch of people, and you guys went out and bought them. But I did a review on it, and I actually had people in the comments go, well, it must be nice. Somebody sends you these microphones, and then you go on and get all these other YouTubers to buy it. And I know Retro Wolf, he was a big proprietor of it. He was spreading the word about it. It's like, no, we paid for these, and we put out a review based off of this, and of course we're going to suggest.
But it's nice if it's nice if somebody, like, it's so good. Like,
people can't.
We had like Grizzleberry and people who donated to the channel tonight. That's great. That helps out the channel. That, oh my gosh, like the sponsorships helps out the channel.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all okay.
It don't make you pretty.
A lot of y'all we doing this stuff free content, but y'all don't see the back end of it. You don't see. I used to gas. I said the gas, but it's not the gas anymore.
I don't want to see your back end.
No. There you go. You redeemed yourself. That's a good job.
That's a good one. That was
a good one.
Wait, I'm in a private chat with him. You don't want to see that.
Red shirt crew.
Oh, is he back? No, he's not back.
No,
okay, God, sorry.
But no.
Go ahead. Finish yours.
No, like I said, this is expensive. Okay, look.
I'll be good.
This right here, y'all. This was $350 freaking dollars of this new GI. I had an update. I couldn't. Cards cost money. These cards cost like $20 to $40. Batteries that keep going out all the time. These like $30, $40, $50 batteries. These lights are like $200 a piece, $150 a piece, $200 a piece. This camera is like $3,000. This microphone. It's a lot of money. It's really cool when people donate, and I never ask nobody to, but I say it's hard. It's definitely, and being retired, it helps. But I'm saying. It's definitely no, seriously, no, it really does. It does help. Like having a job. Having a job. And people having jobs and stuff like that. Like having a job, you take your money, put it into your YouTube business. All that stuff does help. I try not to beg for nothing and stuff like that. And people just don't see that. The haters don't see that. If you have a normal functioning brain, you understand it. But a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't. But it just. Hey, look, don't fast Tesla chargers ain't cheap. No, I had to get a Tesla charger, $350 installed in my house, So, Mr. Long, will that be on the Patreon? What? Will that be on the Patreon? I gotta go see what we talk about. Here, show them cheeks. Oh my God, show them cheeks. He said that'd be on Patreon. No, I'm not showing my cheeks.
I thought you were gonna change your shirt.
No, your boy was eating. I'm hungry.
I know. I really thought you'd come back and surprise us, though.
Yeah, the fam came back with food, so I was knocking that out.
What you I thought you were trying to get ready to do
Chipotle.
To the left.
Oh, I do it, y'all.
No, it's my daughter. She loves Chipotle.
Every time, like, you either going to Chipotle or you going to some other Mexican restaurant. Y'all do like some American and Mexican food. Like every time I talk to you, you like it there, like Chipotle or some other taco, Doritos.
It's not by choice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I prefer Chinese food.
What Panda Express?
I mean, that's not. I mean, that's
it's not Chinese.
Quick, but like closer to like real Chinese food.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like love me some orange chicken. Shoo.
So
Or
just-
just going hard though.
Steve's getting hungry now. Look at
I am. I ain't going to Taco Bell, so don't
And
y'all
then now
start.
we're like, oh,
Yeah, Steve's getting hungry. That means it's the wind down time.
Shut up. No, it was like almost a 2-hour time. We did really good. We try to keep this at 2 hours. It's pretty fun. I want some. If I do, you know what Taco Bell do had a new Cheez-It thing.
No.
I'm not going to Taco Bell. I'm gonna go to Whataburger.
Again.
What?
No, we ain't going through that again.
Oh man, I ain't going through that again. I was like, my stomach was like.
I told you about that before you even went. Like, no. Nah,
Okay, so that's the only time I went to Taco Bell that I had like just like on the toilet, like
TMI. TMI. We don't.
Hey, them nacho fries. Okay, so they put the nacho fries and they had like the cheese with the beef. I said, oh, that shit gonna be good. And I said, yeah. I said, let me get. I said, I got that, and I got like 3 tacos and some chips. Boy, I sit there thinking, I was like, yeah, boy, I feel
got
pretty
like
good.
$50 for all that.
all
food.
after midnight.
And it was what a late
It's
podcast.
expensive.
And
Everywhere
I ate all that stuff, boy. And then I woke up, my stomach said, boo, boo, boo.
Deep boxing.
I said, oh, I gotta get boy. I said, ooh, that was good clean out though. But I was like,
Ah.
ooh,
Bro, no.
what?
Time out. Pause.
Pause. That's a big
You
pause.
be sharing too much.
Yeah, it was like, boy,
Exactly. Listen to the people.
Yes.
like,
We don't want to hear that shit.
Literal.
Yes, thank you.
That's what I'm saying.
a little shit. All right, well, anyway.
Yeah, you're in the timeout.
I'm sorry, but guys, thank y'all for tuning in. We're gonna close this thing down. Brandy well, she on a trial. She probably be coming back every now and then, but during the summer, y'all, we're trying to pick out a good time. It might be Friday, might be Wednesday or Fridays, but we're gonna be bringing this to you guys. We absolutely like enjoy. Last couple of weeks, your boy was struggling because they ain't had your boys here, and but it's been fun. I absolutely love doing this every Friday night, and thank y'all for sticking with it. Thank you for the super chat. Thank y'all for all the good jokes. Y'all, man, y'all look at this right here. Yeah, better not a little bit. See the jokes be coming. You gotta listen live. You gotta be on the YouTube live. You listen here on Spotify.
Mediums up here.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh man, but thank y'all so much. Everybody, tell everybody where they're gonna be at. Like Gamer Aimer, where can people hook up with you? Where can they find you?
I'm everywhere, Gamer Aimer. Pretty much, you can find me on all the socials. I make a lot of videos everywhere.
Don't get on the
Short,
bad side.
long
Don't get
form.
on
And you can see me at conventions too.
the
Certain ones.
Go check out convention videos. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's very informative. Everyone should watch those. Very
Yeah.
informative.
Very informative. It really is, seriously.
Mhm.
And Ugly Man himself, Steve. Put yourself on your.
I do have it on the.
There you go.
No.
There
So
you-
you said ugly man right
there you
there.
go.
Oh, no,
Right
wait,
there.
wait,
There you go, right there.
Go back.
Over here, right there.
Y'all good.
Oh, here we go. This is the problem when he has control too. Uh, pretty much the Tech Buzz anywhere. You guys can go to the website ttbgaming.com and you can watch me harass this guy at conventions as well. Especially
I can be in the bathroom, like you said.
Yeah, and I have pictures, and I have
Look, pictures of me in the bathroom. You nasty.
no, I have.
Oh no, we're getting out of here. No.
Bye.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, now we can finish the show the right way. Now that the wrong person's no, we're gonna get rid of it. No,
I'm gonna-
no.
Keep doing it. I'm gonna ask you.
Come on, Oscar.
What is going on, man? What is happening with y'all?
Yeah,
Take me nowhere, bro.
oh, this where they find you at, man?
We
Find your boy Ness on YouTube at Neo Ness, and then you can also find me at _Neo_Ness on Instagram. And your boy is on Twitter now,
Yeah.
Neo Ness Gamer. You can find me there. I don't really be posting anything video game related, more on the GameStop stuff. So that's really what that's for. But new videos coming very soon. I have, of course, a review video coming on a up and coming video game that has yet to be released. And of course, be on the lookout for the massive new game room tour.
Yay.
So that will be coming soon. And then, of course, we've got season 2 of Mission Neo Geo once we get into the house. So super excited about that. So be on the lookout. We got more stuff coming.
Man, this has been a great night, man. It's shit. We've been feeling good. I needed these laughs. We had good drinks. We had good laughs. We had good jokes. Steve redeemed himself, y'all.
And we had bad jokes.
Huh?
You said we had good jokes. I said, and we had bad jokes.
Oh, yeah. Steve had bad jokes. He did have some really bad ass.
We were looking at a bad joke right now.
There you go. That's a good one. That's not. You redeemed yourself. There you go. All right, y'all. Well, everybody, we'll see you next week. Same time. We're going to have some new guests and stuff. And always remember to do it the right way.